What a way to start off. There you go. Finally. Man. This week was tough. This week was tough. The lack of patience I was showcasing this week was massive, man. I just wanted this game to start. And we're finally here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It's time for playoff football. We've got the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Winner of this game will advance to the AFC Championship game. If the Ravens win, they host the Chiefs or the Bills in the AFC title game. If the Texans win, they get to go on and travel to either Buffalo or Kansas City for the AFC title game. Everything is on the line. Everything is on the line. It's time to put up or shut up. This game feels like everything's on the line, bro. And I ain't even gonna cap. With the way the Ravens flock has been talking all week and how anxious the Ravens flock's been, it feels like this type of game is gonna define the season. But not only define the season, just define this era of Ravens football. It feels like this is a must-win for the future of this franchise. Texans, I think they won the toss and they're going to elect to receive. What's going on, guys? I'm going to be very honest, guys. I'm going to be very honest. I'm not going to be interacting with the chat that much. This is a Game 7 mentality. If you were here last year when I did the Eastern Conference Finals between my Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics, I had a Game 7 mentality where I was so focused on the game, I really couldn't pay attention to the chat. For the playoffs, I'm so focused, so locked in on this game. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to really interact with you guys the way I usually do. I have to watch this game and see what happens. So here we go. Texans getting the ball first. Kickoff is here. The time for talk is over. The time for action is now. Who is going to the AFC Championship game? After 60 minutes of football, we will find out. I know a lot of people's nervous. The nerves are there. The anxiousness there. But I think overall the excitement's there. The excitement is really there because it's finally here. We know what's on the line. Gotta show up and do our job. I'm going to try to be as calm as possible to give you the best possible commentary. Can't get overly emotional with this game. First down and 10 here for the Texans. CJ Stroud hands the ball off and he's going to go absolutely nowhere. Good stop by Clowney. Clowney trying to set the tone, stopping Singletary right there. I don't know if he picks up a yard. He might have been stopped at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up here for the Houston Texans. We got a Game 7 mentality. No matter what you see on the field, it's not enough. Until those clocks hit 0, it's not enough. Second down and 10. CJ, quick throw, fire, incomplete. Ronald Darby making the stop. Third down and 10. Nice stop by Ronald Darby. And the Ravens defense right now is doing what they need to do. They're trying to force a 3-and-out early in this game. Pressure's coming quick and CJ's going to have to make a decision. The Ravens are going to look to pressure CJ Stroud all game. Ronald Darby with a great stop there. Third down and 10 coming up here for the Ravens. Can the Ravens defense set the tone early on with a 3-and-out? Or can the Texans keep the drive alive on their opening drive? Third down and 10. Here comes the pressure. CJ slips. CJ's going to take off. CJ's not going to pick up the first down. 3-and-out for the Texans offense. The Ravens defense comes out here and sets the tone. They're going to get the ball right to Lamar Jackson in the offense, and we're going to see what Lamar and the Ravens offense can do to start the game off. They sent pressure. It came quickly. CJ had to get out the pocket. He slipped too. He had to get out the pocket. 3 guys right there to make the stop. Ravens defense right now doing their job. And it's great to see number 13, Devin Duvernay, our Pro Bowl returner, Can he give us a good return to start off this playoff game? Here we go. And Duvernay gets the ball. Duvernay is going to be stopped right at the 24-yard line. And that is where the Ravens offense is going to start. And here we go. Lamar Jackson. We know there's a lot of pressure on this young man. They got to come out here. Obviously, the offense is going to be rusty. Let's not overreact. They have not played in 3 weeks. The offense is going to be rusty. They just got to make sure they warm themselves up, get comfortable, don't make any mistakes, set yourself up to try to put some points on the board. They're going to come out rusty. Absolutely. There's no way you don't play 3 weeks of football and you come out. There's no way you can sit out for 3 weeks of football and not have rust. There's going to be some rust early on. But how will the Ravens be able to deal with it as the game goes on? First down and 10. Lamar keeps it himself. Lamar is going to pick up about 5 yards. Second down coming up here for the Ravens offense. What's going on to everybody in the chat? I would love to be able to focus in on you guys right now, but today I got to focus in on the game. I'll be chatting with you guys in between breaks and the commercial and stuff, but for the playoff game, I have to be engaged with what's happening on the screen because it's playoff time, bro. We are all locked in. Second down and 6. Lamar fires. Caught. Zay Flowers. First catch of the game. That's a tough catch for Zay Flowers. And the Ravens are going to pick up the first down here.
And Jackson delivered a perfect pass. Yeah, so you've got the Texans who decide they're going to come with pressure off the edge. They bring Desmond King. Zay Flowers is lined up in the slot. Now he's one-on-one on the safety.
Perfect throw there by Lamar Jackson. They chose to send pressure, and Lamar delivered perfectly to Zay Flowers. First down and 10. Lamar's going to take this under center. Probably going to look to run it here. A toss to Justice Hill. And Hill going to pick up a yard, maybe 2. Second down coming up here for the Ravens. The Texans' defense has been great. It's been middle of the road throughout the season, but last week they were fantastic. They shut down Cleveland, who was a red-hot team, and got 2 pick sixes off of Joe Flacco. They are absolutely going to look to put the pressure on Lamar and this Ravens squad early on. How are they going to respond? Second down and 9 here for the Ravens. Lamar's going to take the snap. Lamar looking, pocket, collapsing. Lamar going to utilize those legs. He's going to take off. Lamar picks up the first down. Ravens moving the chains here on their opening drive. These are some of the plays. Nobody was open. There was an Isaiah Likely that was covered. I was like, ooh, maybe he could have taken that. No, that defender was right there to jump that play. So Lamar made the right decision. Nothing there. Just going to take off, stay safe, get out of bounds, and pick up the first down. First down and 10 here for the Ravens offense. The Ravens near midfield for this first down here. Lamar fakes the handoff. Lamar, he's got time, fires downfield. It is caught by Odell Beckham Jr., and Odell's going to take the Ravens into Texans territory. Great catch by Odell. This is why you get an Odell Beckham Jr. Found the perfect spot. Lamar delivered it right where it needs to be, just in time. Defense was not able to get there. Ravens now in Texans territory. First down and 10. They're going to they're going to fake it with Lamar. Lamar. They got to Lamar. They tripped him up here. Second down coming up here for the Ravens. Nice stop right there. That is something the Texans are going to look to do all day, man. Getting to Lamar early on. He fakes the handoff there. Lamar probably could have, even if he would have handed it off there, it wouldn't have gone far, but he wouldn't have lost yards. But Lamar here, he had the chance with the one-on-one, and then he just lost. They got his legs right there, and he lost his footing, and he couldn't stand up. 2nd down and 12 here for the Ravens. Texans looking to send pressure throughout this first drive. Lamar takes a snap. Lamar, pump fakes. Nothing there. He was looking for Edwards. No flag on the play. Incomplete. 3rd down and 12 here. The Texans are sending pressure early on in this game. We've got to be prepared, ladies and gentlemen, because the Texans are sending pressure early on in this game.
Crowd sees the replay on the video board here in the stadium, didn't like it. Todd Monken told us
3rd down and 12. Got a 3rd and long situation. Can you get yourself into field goal range? Maybe pick up the 1st down? Let's see what the Ravens are going to do. You've got space. If you can get yourself into field goal range, Tucker can take this here. 3rd and 12. Lamar fires. Caught by Bateman. Bateman's going to be short, but we are in field goal range. You give Justin Tucker a look to see if he can kick a field goal and put some points up early in this game. Nice catch by Bateman to give us some yardage to try to bring Tucker out here to kick a field goal.
by the Houston Texans, Will Anderson.
Got to give credit to the Texans, man. They are sending pressure at Lamar. Early on, he took a shot right there.
On him.
They are sending pressure.
This game, when you look at it, both offenses, you would expect that they're going to be able to move the ball.
It's going to be a tough day of football, man. Both defenses are engaged. 53-yard field goal for Tucker. The wind has been a factor. Can he kick this through and get us the first points of the game? Tucker, kick, perfect, good. Tucker makes the field goal, and the Ravens strike first in this game. Well, that was about as rusty as the Ravens are going to look early on, and they were able to get points out of it. That's what you want to see. Right off the bat, for all the people that are concerned, right off the bat, we can sit back and say we've already made a difference from 2019. Y'all feel good now? Y'all calming down a little bit? Y'all calming down? Because in 2019, our defense made a stop. Offense went down the field, turned the ball over. This time we went down the field, got a field goal. Also, Tucker hitting his first field goal to start the game, that's positive vibes. So Tucker didn't miss a field goal. We didn't turn the ball over in the opening drive. We got points out of it. How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good? Y'all feeling loose? Y'all feeling okay? That was a good first drive by the Ravens. Considering the fact that they've been off for 3 weeks, that's as rusty as you're probably going to see them the whole game. That's as rusty as you could see. That was a damn good drive. You came up with points. Good job to the D for the 3 and out. Now get another one. Got to see the defense make another stop, guys. Got to see another defense make another stop. I got the Ravens in the close game today, but I'm not sleeping on the Texans. They're solid. Yeah, I got them. I got us winning 27-23. If I was to give a score, I'm saying 27-23. I just think it's going to be a close game. I just think it's going to be a close game. I don't expect this to be a shootout. The Ravens are coming off of a bye week. They are definitely cold, and you got to make sure that you come up with something. So the fact that the Ravens were able to come up with points, with the fact that they were able to come up with points on that opening drive, despite the fact that there was some sloppy plays here and there, not the best, but you got some points out of it. Automatically, it's a different look from how every single one of our other playoff games have started, because I don't think we scored first in any of the playoff games we've played. It's usually we've been down. So this is the first time we've made a stop on defense, go down the field, put points on offense. Now it's time for the defense to make a stop and get the ball back to the offense. I thought you were I said I was potentially gonna go. I never said it was confirmed. I said the possibility of me going was there. But I said if I wasn't gonna go, I was gonna stream. So I never guaranteed I was gonna go. I said I might go. We playing with them is going to get ugly fast. I'm not here to talk about whether or not it's going to get ugly fast. We take it one drive at a time. Defense not going to come out there and make a stop, get the ball back to the offense. The key for the Ravens is a balance of Lamar throwing, Lamar running, and running backs running. We just got to get the legs moving. You could tell early on they are definitely rusty, and they got points out of it. You'll take it. If they keep playing like this, it's going to be a blowout. Don't expect it to be a blowout. We've only seen one offensive drive from both sides. Who knows what's going to happen on this second offensive drive for CJ. So we just got to wait. We just got to wait. Texas is going to blitz on every third down, need to run a screen. They're probably going to look to make those adjustments. We'll see what Todd Monken looks to do there. After we win this game, who do you think would be more challenging? If we win this game, T, ask me at the end of the stream. At the end of the game, if Baltimore reigns supreme, ask me that question. But it's the beginning of the first quarter. We just had our first drive. I'm not here to discuss it. Anyway, guys, time to lock back in on this game. Let's see the Ravens defense try to go out there and make another stop, get the ball right back to the offense. Ravens offense came out there completely cold. Haven't played football in 3 weeks. Lamar got hit a couple times. That'll warm you up. Playing in the cold, you get smacked around a couple times. That will definitely warm you up. So I expect to see the Ravens on their second drive to be able to see if they can get it into the end zone. They're probably going to look to take a shot down the field if they can get some time. But the Texans plan right now is to just send pressure. They keep on blitzing. So we got to respond to that. At some point, we're going to start running some screens if they're going to send blitzes and pressure. Meanwhile, let's see if the defense can do it once again. 1st and 10 here. CJ, play fake. CJ, he's got time. He's going to fire. It is caught. Singletary's going to pick up the first down here, and the Texans get their first down of the game.
And that is the first down of the game for the Texans. Taking on a defense that's good. 60 sacks this year for the Ravens.
They've got to find a way to get to CJ, man. They got to find a way to get to CJ and put him in the grass. Also want to look to get some takeaways, but you got to get some sacks here. Force them into 2nd and long and 3rd and long situations. 1st down and 10 here. CJ's going to take it under center once again. Texans at their own 35-yard line. CJ hands the ball off, and right off the bat, the Ravens defense is there again. And Singletary is not getting any space. Matabike with the tackle. 2nd down coming up here for the for the Texans. Ravens defense looking good early on, though. A loss of 1 on this play. So right now, you see the Ravens defense is zoning in on this run to try to make a stop. The next thing they obviously got to look to do is get to C.J. Stroud. You cannot give this rookie time to throw because he will carve up your defense. 2nd down and 11 here. CJ fakes the handoff. Quick throw here. And look at Hamilton making the stop. 3rd down and long. They tried to run that, and Kyle Hamilton said, "No, thank you, sir." 3rd down coming up here for the Texans. You will not run screens on us. No quick throws over here. Kyle Hamilton read that perfectly and made the stop. Nico Collins tried to get it. He said no. They're going to go quickly here. No huddle. 3rd down and 8. Defense got to be prepared. CJ's going to go quickly here. Everybody's got to be on their guy. Empty backfield here. CJ, 3rd down. Pressure's coming. CJ, he's going to just toss it in the air. It's going to be caught. What a play by Singletary. CJ Stroud just tossed it in the air, and somehow it's caught. Queen was right there. I don't know how CJ Stroud got this off. The pressure came. He was nearly grabbed, and he just tossed it in the air, and it was completed. That's a hell of a play by CJ Stroud. Sometimes you're going to get those special plays. CJ, quick pass here and flag on the play. Offensive false start by the Texans. They went a bit too fast. That's going to move them back 5 yards. First and 10 is going to turn into 1st and 15. That was a hell of a play by C.J. Stroud. You know, pressure on him. He just runs and he just tosses up. And Singletary with the awareness to be able to find that football. Tunzel moved early on. That is a false start right there. 1st down and 15 here for the Houston Texans. They're at the Ravens' 41-yard line. CJ's going to take the snap early on. Matabike's get pressure, but it's going to be caught, and Queen's going to get him out of bounds. 2nd down and 6 here for the Texans. CJ right now is poised and he's ready for the moment. You see, pressure's coming early on and he's getting the ball out with efficiency. 4 for 4 for 49 yards early on in this game. CJ is not afraid of pressure and he's just getting the ball out in time. 2nd down and 6. Ravens defense looking to get to this guy. CJ Stroud is not afraid of the moment, but they're going to have to force pressure on him and come up with certain situations. Up here comes the sack potentially. He gets the ball out quickly. That has to be intentional grounding. No one's there. That has to be intentional grounding. There's no receiver there. No flag? No flag. There's no he just threw it. There's no receiver there. There's no receiver there. That has to be intentional grounding. That has to be intentional grounding. There's no receiver there. There's no receiver within the vicinity. That has to be intentional grounding. There's the flag. Intentional grounding right there because there's no receiver within the vicinity. CJ just threw the ball so he didn't get sacked.
Never saw Millett coming off the edge.
Intentional grounding by CJ Stroud. So 3rd down and long coming up here for the Texans. CJ didn't see Millett coming with the blitz. He got it out of his hands quickly, and there's no receiver within the vicinity, so he just threw it away. That's going to be a loss of down. 3rd down and 16. A 10-yard loss on that. It's going to knock them out of field goal range. Ball is on the 42-yard line. Can CJ Stroud get the offense? Can he potentially pick up a 1st down on 3rd and 16? Can he get them back into field goal range? Let's see what's going to happen here. Will the Ravens defense make a stop? 3rd and 16 and another play, another false start. And the Texans right now, they don't seem to be in sync right now. 3 penalties on this specific drive alone. False start, intentional grounding, and another false start. That's going to move them to the 47-yard line. The O-line right now is not in sync. These penalties are going to hurt the Texans if they can't get it going early on. First was Tunzel, then it was Rashad. Not Rashad, then it was Mason, my mistake. Then it was Mason. So a couple false start, you can tell the sound of the arena, the fans, putting the pressure early on this team. 3rd down and 21 here. CJ. Incomplete. Looking for Collins. No flag on the play. Nothing there. They're going to have to punt the football once again. And the Ravens defense makes yet another stop. Good stop here by the defense. Getting the ball back to the offense. Once again, not giving up any points on this drive. Clowney nearly got to CJ. Got to give credit to CJ, man. His awareness has been there. Matabike was this close to getting the sack, and CJ just threw it away. 4th down here for the Ravens defense doing their jobs right now. Gonna get this ball back now to Devin Duvernay. Let's see if Duvernay can come up with something. All right, so fair catch by Duvernay. We're going to start right around our 12 or 13-yard line here. Three nothing game here in Baltimore. Right now, the defense is doing their job. Got to see points come up from the offense. Every offensive possession, you would love to come up with points if you're the Ravens. Right now, the defense is putting pressure on CJ Stroud. What's going on, Tim? Haven't missed much. Ravens, opening drive for the Texans. They go 3 and out. Ravens get the ball. They go down the field, get into field goal range. They score a field goal. And then the Texans got the ball again. They got into Ravens territory, but then they just collapse with penalties, and the Ravens defense makes a stop, so they have to punt again. Ravens have the football. Second drive coming up here for the Ravens, and it's a 3-0 game. How we feel so far, keeping it real? The game is going exactly the way I expected it to. The Ravens offense was going to be rusty, but they did what I wanted them to do. I thought if the Texans got the ball first, I wanted the defense to set the tone by making a stop. They did that. Then I wanted the offense to come up with some points. It didn't matter if it was a field goal or a touchdown. If you go back and look at some of our other playoff games, we weren't coming up with points on those opening drives. We came up with points on the opening drive. So we did what we wanted to do. We went down the field, put points on the board on our opening drive. Straight up. So we did what we needed to do on that aspect. And then the defense comes out here and makes another stop. Now we get the ball and we have a chance to go down the field, put points on the board, and extend this lead. Maybe we can make it 10-0 or 6-0 if we just get back into field goal range. But right now, we're a team that's trying to get the rust off. We're a team that's trying to get the rust off. So right now, we've got to make sure we get the job done here by slowly moving down the field, putting up points on the board, and keeping us going. We got to get the rust off. So they got to keep making sure they convert on these down situations. It's the first time we scored points in the first quarter in 5 playoff games. That's a huge thing. That's a huge thing. It sets the tone. Now the Ravens are sitting back and saying, we got points on our opening drive. Our defense has made stops. Now we can start to get a bit more comfortable. Let's start to shake the rust off. Let's start getting going. Offensive line got to start getting going because right now the Texans are making stops. Not making stops. The Texans defense, they're putting the pressure on Lamar Jackson. And they're stopping anything from going deep because he's not having time to throw. So we got to see how we're going to adjust throughout the game. We've been doing fine with them. No need to run then and now. Like, again, we just need to slowly play our game, which is what we're trying to do here. Yeah, Jim Harbaugh's here. They showed that earlier on. So is Peyton Manning. So is Carmelo Anthony. Apparently, Rudy Gay's also at this game. So here we go. Second offensive drive here for the Ravens. Try to get ourselves slowly going here, guys. Don't need to force the ball or do anything crazy. 1st and 10. Lamar hands the ball to Gus Edwards. Edwards breaks out of a tackle. It could have been a 1-yard gain. Instead, it's about a 3 or 4-yard gain. So, honestly, I'm pretty sure Gus should have been stopped at the line of scrimmage because Rankins almost had him, and Gus said, no, let me get a couple more. So that's a 4-yard gain. He turned a potential 1-yard gain into a 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6 here for the Ravens.
But even with Gus Edwards and when they bring in Justice Hill, those guys have been effective as well. They lost Keaton Mitchell a few weeks back, and he was really coming on a big play back.
2nd down and 6 here for the Ravens. They're at their own 17-yard line.
Some of the injuries that they've incurred here over the last couple of years. Here's Hill.
Gonna give it to Justice Hill, and Justice Hill's gonna pick up about 3 yards. Maybe 2. So 3rd down, maybe no 3. Third down and 2 or 3rd down and 3.
The former Eagle was in to make that stop, and not only Keaton Mitchell, but they lost J.K. Dobbins to a torn Achilles.
The Ravens are going to try to slowly get their run game going as the game goes on, which is exactly what we need to look to do. We've got to slowly get this run game going as the game progresses. That's what we're going to be looking to do. The Texans are absolutely going to be looking to send pressure. So, yeah, it was a 4-yard gain here. 3rd down and 2 for the Ravens. Let's see if they can pick up this 1st down.
Mitchell, he was averaging over 8 yards a carry before
Lamar takes the snap. Lamar looks. Pressure's coming. Flag on the play. Fires downfield. Oh, incomplete. There's a flag on the play, so this is going to be a holding call anyway. So we're going to end this drive right here. Or is this a hold on the offense or a hold on the defense? Oh, no, it's a hold on the offense. Simpson got called or something. Ravens offense goes 3 and out. We've got to figure out their blitz. It all comes to the adjustment with the line of scrimmage. You can't get caught holding. Simpson got caught holding. So a 3 and out here for the Ravens offense. Not what we wanted to see here. 3 and out leads to a 4th down here. How are we not getting open when they're blitzing? It's all about, again, give credit to the Texans defense. What's the flag for? What's the flag for? That's a terrible punt, but what's the flag for?
Headed straight into the wind. And it's just a 27-yard punt by Jordan Stout.
What happened? What's the flag for? Probably going to be on the Ravens.
During the kick, holding receiving team number 17. That 10-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the kick.
Well, that was a terrible kick, but the penalty is going to move them right out of Ravens territory. The play call is not looking good right now. It's early in the game, bro. Early in the game to be trying to make... Early in the game to be trying to make these assessments. You're not going to be able to score on every single offensive drive. You know that. Trust in what your defense is doing as the offense starts to slowly warm up. That was not a good punt, though. But thanks to the penalty, it does move them. He was just tipped. It wasn't a hold, in my opinion. That was a conservative drive. Yeah, they ran the ball twice. They tried to do something on 3rd down there. Honestly, at that point, you got to find something quick. I'm surprised Monken didn't set up anything quick there because Lamar was in the pocket for some time and nobody was open. Where was Cook on that sequence of plays? I don't even know if Cook has been out there yet. Has Cook played yet? We need to run screens. They're blitzing every play. It comes down to Todd Monken making the adjustments he needs to make. Right now, the defense is doing their job, but the offense right now needs to get it going. Where are the crossing routes? These bums can't get themselves open. Monkey got to get scheme up some busted coverages. It's the start of the game, guys. Y'all need to really calm down. It's the start of the game. You're not going to score on every drive. Yeah, he's supposed to be active for the game. He is active for the game. But I'm just saying he's the 3rd back. He just hasn't been on the field yet. So far, they've played just Gus Edwards and Justice Hill. I've yet to see Dalvin Cook be out there. 2 drives in, y'all, is okay. Yeah, people already looking to overreact automatically. You know we weren't going to score on every drive, right? There's going to be drives, especially early on, where things aren't connecting. You got to get within the rhythm of the game, and you got to give Todd Monken time to be able to adjust. And the Ravens offense got to be able to adjust. Ravens fans got too much playoff trauma. They're playing okay so far. The defense is doing their jobs. They're making stops. Offense was able to score on their opening drive. Second drive, didn't like what I saw on that third down play. Think you got to look for something shorter. But again, I expect them to make the proper adjustments. I'm just saying I haven't seen one open wide receiver the whole game, even on the completions. It's going to take time, dude. We already know they're coming off of 3 weeks of no play. We already knew the rust factor was going to be a case. Did you just expect them to come out the locker room and connect on every single pass and guys were going to be open, just wide open? You knew that wasn't going to be the case. So you have to give them time. It's the playoffs, dude. It's early on. You're coming in rusty. Let the offense warm up. Let them get comfortable, and they're going to start to look to make some plays. We're going to start to look to try to get Isaiah Likely going over the middle of the field. They'll start to get some plays going. You already knew this team was going to come in rusty. Give them time to knock off the rust. We do this every single game, guys. Like, automatically, if the team doesn't come out red hot firing, all of a sudden we got to start immediately critic. Receivers can't get open. Monkey's not doing a great. Like, guys, calm down. It's a 60-minute football game for a reason. Calm down. Let's see what happens as the game goes on. He's got plenty of time for the team to make the proper adjustments. 1st and 10 here. They're going to hand the ball off. And once again, look at Clowney. Clowney making a stop. Right now, the Ravens defense refuses to let them run the football. Clowney making another stop. 2nd down here for the Texans. Ravens defense doing their jobs right now, making a stop, giving the offense an opportunity to try to put points on the field. But, oh, look at this. Texans going to go quickly. I'm surprised. They went no huddle. Lined up quickly. Devin Singletary, 3 rushes, -1 yard. Here we go. Pressure's coming. Oh, look at that's a hold. That's a literal hold. Dropped. Wow. Schultz was wide open and he dropped it. Well, not wide open, but Schultz was open and he dropped it. That was a perfect pass by CJ. You can see early jitters from both teams. Early jitters from both teams. CJ Stroud is dodging the defenders right now. And Schultz has to make that catch. He had Kyle Hamilton on him, and he made him. Oh, that's a bad drop. Schultz, you got to make that catch, dude. That's a bad drop right there. And he knows it. That puts them into Ravens territory, maybe even field goal range. 3rd down and 10 here. Empty backfield here for Stroud. Here we go. They're sending pressure. Quick throw here. Singletary. Can he beat the one-on-one coverage? Singletary. He's close, but I think he got it. Nico Collins. Not Singletary. I meant Nico Collins. My mistake. Not Singletary. Nico Collins. Nico Collins does get it. 1st down here for the Texans. They're going quickly. So the Ravens defense, they're going quickly so they don't give the defense another false start. This is what happens. Sometimes you go a bit too quickly, you're not ready. Right now, this offensive line is doing CJ Stroud no good. So right now, the Texans are hurting themselves with the penalties and the drop passes. Right now, the Ravens are starting off cold, and there's opportunities for the Texans to take advantage, but they haven't been able to do it so far. Both teams have been sending pressure early on against both sides. So this is not an easy matchup overall. Both defenses doing a great job. They're getting pressure on Lamar Jackson early on. Meanwhile, they're getting pressure. The defense for us is getting pressure on CJ Stroud. Both defenses have come ready to play. Both offenses right now still trying to make some adjustments, but I've liked what I've seen from both guys so far. Play fake here. Stroud has time, fires downfield. Nice catch for Schultz. He did not drop this one this time. Gets it on Ronald Darby. So that's a 22-yard pickup. That's going to take them into field goal range. That's just a nice route. That's a nice route by Schultz. And CJ Stroud right now looks poised. He's making some good throws. It's really just the guys having to make the catch. But it comes down to the Ravens defense forcing CJ Stroud to make a mistake or making a stop. They haven't been able to get to him yet, so we'll see what happens here. But the Texans are going way too quick. Quick throw here to Singletary, and look at this. Once again, if it's not Kyle Hamilton making the stops, I don't know. I'm not sure, bro. Kyle Hamilton seems to be the only one that's just getting there on these screens. 2nd down and 8 here for the Texans. Ravens defense got to make a play here. Got to look to make a stop. Can't give up a touchdown here. But obviously you want to make a stop. If you can force a turnover, absolutely. Because the Ravens haven't, in the last few playoff games, Ravens haven't really been forcing turnovers. And it's not like C.J. Stroud's a guy that's going to turn the ball over. Because he's not. But you've got to be able to force something. C.J. fakes it again, fires it. It's picked! It's picked! Hamilton! How did Hamilton drop that? How did Hamilton drop that? Oh my God, he's the sickest man in America right now. That's the worst drop of the season of this defense. Hamilton couldn't find it. Oh my God. That interception changes the momentum. He had it right there, and Hamilton, that's crazy. One of your best players couldn't make that play on 3rd and 8. That's a pick right there if he just makes the play. Now instead you're in a 3rd and 8 situation, and if you can make a stop, they're still in field goal range. The turnover was there for the Ravens. They just could not get it. They're going to go quickly again. A flag on the play. Is this going to be another false start? Oh, this might be delay a game. Delay a game. The penalties right now are absolutely hurting the Texans. These penalties are putting them in this situation right now. All these penalties are just killing their chances. And with the way the Ravens defense is playing, the level of pressure CJ's seeing, it's hurting them, man. Man, that pick by Hamilton was right there. Well, you got another chance on 3rd down. You got another chance on 3rd down. Go see if one of you guys can make the play, get the ball, pick it off, and change the momentum of this game. Let's see. They're at the 32-yard line. They are still in field goal range. Here we go. Can somebody get to CJ? CJ running out the pocket. CJ looking. CJ fires. Incomplete. Looking for Nico Collins. Nothing there. And the Texans are going to have to kick a field goal. Let's see if the Texans can hit this. Man, that interception would have been grand. It would have changed the momentum right there. Give it right back to the offense. Instead, the Texans are going to get an opportunity to kick a field goal here. And we'll see if they can tie the game up with their kicker. If he misses, that also swings the momentum to the Ravens. But this kicker is 28 of 29 on field goals this year. And this is a 50-yard field goal. We'll see if there's any effect. Tucker didn't have any effect with the win when he came out and kicked his. Let's see if the Ravens defense can get to it. The kick is up, and it is good. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, it's a tie game. We are tied at 3 apiece with 28 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Both offenses. Ravens opening drive, 3 points. Texans opening drive, 0. Second drive for the Ravens. Texans opening drive, 3 and out. Second offensive drive for the Ravens, 3 and out. Second offensive drive for the Texans, field goal. Damn, Hamilton had to get that pick, man. Even Kadarius Toney could get that. I doubt it. Hamilton with the worst drop ever. Bro, that's a terrible drop by Hamilton. It was right there. You don't get drops like that from Hamilton. That just tells you that both teams right now are trying to get in rhythm. The offensive line for the Texans are doing such a poor job. They keep jumping off sides. They're not getting set in time. Obviously, the crowd noise is affecting them, but the Texans got to get themselves together. That 3rd and long conversion by Nico Collins at midfield was unacceptable. Yeah, they allowed that to happen. They have to make a stop right there. But again, sometimes you know this team's going to give up yards. You know this team's going to give up yards at times. The good news is they don't give up a lot of points. Hamilton had it in his hands and somehow dropped it. I couldn't believe. He had it right there and he just dropped it. We can bend but not break. Yep. The defense is going to show up and do their job. The defense is going to show up and do their job. It comes down to the offense, bro. Like I said, if you look at the last 5 playoff games we've played, it's always been the offense. So, at some point, Lamar and this offense have to get going. And we could use a great return from Devin Duvernay, who's going to get to the 25. So, not really getting any great returns here early on. But Lamar and the offense got to get themselves rolling. Yeah, of course, ESPN with their, what's it called, with their whatever the hell those things are called. Can't even think what it's called right now. Anyway, 1st down and 10. Give credit to the Texans defense. They've decided they're going to come out here and put pressure. Lamar With time, nothing's there. Lamar's going to utilize the legs and take off. Lamar to the 40. Lamar up to midfield. Lamar Jackson picking up a huge ton of yardage, getting up to midfield. And that's going to end the first quarter. Lamar Jackson being Lamar Jackson. Way too much space for Lamar right there. You cannot give him that level of space. What's going on, Nicholas? Appreciate you stopping by. You can't give that level of space to Lamar Jackson. They know that. You give that level of space to Lamar, you know he's just going to take that. That's free eats. That is free eats for Lamar Jackson. And that's going to end the first quarter. So right now, it's a 3-3 game. Receivers already in Greg Roman form. Again, Spooky J, if you're not going to give them time, I don't know what to tell you. If you're just here to criticize, I don't know what to tell you. We're not here to bring that negative energy. You understand they haven't played football in 3 weeks. You understand this. You understand they're rusty. You understand it's going to take time for them to get into rhythm. Yet we want to keep acting like all this is not the case. Had they been to play in a playoff game last week and they come out here and play like this, it's different. So I don't know what to tell you. Like, you've got to get them, you got to give them time to get something going. And give credit to Houston's defense. Right now, Houston's playing great defense. Sometimes it's not about what your offense is doing, it's what their defense is doing. But it is up to Todd Monken to give these guys easy looks. How do you give easy looks? Some quick throws. We got to start running some screens here. Get the ball in the hands of your receivers early on. Like, sometimes we just like to, I don't know why fans like to do so much, but they just believe their team is so far and superior to everyone else that when their team is not balling out early on, the team's playing trash. Sometimes defense is just playing well. Give credit to the Texas defense. They've been doing a good job in locking up some of these guys. We've got to adjust. The game is about adjustments. Come on, bro. I know everybody's nervous. You're on edge. The anxiety's there. But it takes time, bro. It takes time. Right now, the Ravens are doing what they need to do. They're playing a clean game. Lamar's not going to force the football. In previous years, he's forced the football. It's ended in bad results. Lamar doesn't play football like that. He's not going to force the ball down the field if it's not there. Now, what we need to see Todd Monken do is dial up some quick throws, some check downs, some screens, just to push the defense back a little bit more. But it's going to take time. We know this team has been off for 3 weeks. 3 weeks of no football. Give them time to get into rhythm, guys. The game is 3-3. It's right in front of you. We've got the ball. We're near midfield. Let's see what the offense can do. Give these guys time to get into rhythm. We can't just be overreacting. I get it. Previous woes. This year is not previous years. Can we see what this team does as the game goes on? Enough, guys. Enough about the past. Focus on the present. Stop trying to use, well, in the past, we messed up here and we started off. First of all, if we're talking about the past, the Ravens have already started off better off than each of their last 5 playoff games. In each of their last 5 playoff games, they've already started off tremendously better than what they did in their previous 5 playoff games. So, calm down. That's all I'm trying to say. Calm down. The game's going to come to them. It takes time. Play fake here. Lamar pump fake, sidearms it to Gus Edwards, and what a tackle right there. He dumped it to Gus Edwards. Second down coming up here for the Ravens. At some point, they got to look to get Dalvin Cook involved here. Perriman makes a fantastic. He stays right where he needs to. The check down is right there. And Perry, I'm not Perriman, but whoever made the tackle right there. Second down 11. Is that Dalvin Cook? Second and 11. Here we go. That's Cook. Lamar has time. Steps and fires. It's caught by Flowers. First down, Ravens. Zay Flowers with the conversion. First down, Ravens. Ravens continue to move the chains. They're going to move it into Texans territory.
He is really quick and he can run. So he gets off the ball. Now he's past Derek Stingley, but he's trying to get to the outside. So somehow he's got to get Stingley past him so that he can run.
Great throw by Lamar. Fantastic route by Zay Flowers to get himself open and drag the feet. Zay Flowers is that guy. Ravens in Texans territory here. First down and 10 for the Ravens. Ravens going to start to warm up here. And here goes Gus Edwards. Picking up nearly 10. Second down coming up here. No, yeah, second down and 1 coming up here for the Ravens. I thought they might have given him the first down, but he definitely did get tripped up. So 9-yard pickup. Stingley versus Flowers is the matchup of this game.
In the slot, Stingley will not go with him, but he will be to that side of the field.
And Zay Flowers right now Stingley's doing a fantastic job on Flowers, but Flowers is making some plays here.
Runs across the
2nd down and 1 for the Ravens. They're at the 31-yard line. Probably going to look to run it here.
week against Amari Cooper. There was
Fake the handoff to Flowers, and they get it to Gus. And this time, the defense made a stop on that run.
good play by those.
Good play by Collins right there. He did not fall for the fake. He stood still, and the Ravens are going to stay right there. No yards pick up here. 3rd down and 1 for the Ravens.
Sheldon Rankins in the lead.
They're going to line up quickly, see if they can get this defense caught off guard. Here we go. Got it to Gus Edwards. Edwards with the 1st down inside the 25-yard line. 1st down, Ravens.
Well, and here's why, Joe, because they run the double teams on both sides. They run the double team here and they double team here. So you've got 4 hands on each of these defensive tackles, and they get moved.
Good job by the offensive line there. And good job on Gus. Thank you, Gus. Get both hands on that football, man. They're going to be looking to get you with that. Get both hands on that football. You can see the defense, man, a little tired right here. Empty backfield here for Lamar Jackson on 1st down.
For Houston.
Lamar
First down, Jackson.
fires over the middle. It's caught by Kolar. Nice tackle right there. He gets the quick throw to Kolar, and immediately Kolar is tackled. 2nd down coming up here for the Ravens. Ravens putting together a nice drive here. Let's see if they can keep it going. Can they get themselves into the end zone? Mark Andrews on the sideline. His recovery has been fantastic. He practiced he was a full participant in 2 of the Ravens practices this past week. And if the Ravens are able to advance to the AFC title game, there's a good chance Mark Andrews will play in that game.
Surprising. They thought it might be season.
2nd down and 5 here for the Ravens. Oh, I know this formation. They are going to run it. They are going to run this. Yep. They love this formation.
For the first time, the former Jet and
Dalvin Cook gets the ball here for the first time, and he picks up a yard.
Justice Hill after they
Oh, no. Sorry. Dalvin Cook's in for the first time, and he goes to make a block, and Justice Hill tries to pick up a yard. I don't think he picked up a yard there.
of it. They put him at fullback, and you'd have to believe then that there's something that's going to come off of this if he's back in the game in that same formation.
Yeah, I think Dalvin Cook ran the wrong play there because he was supposed to bring protection. 3rd down and 5. Lamar, nothing's there. Lamar's going to take off inside the 10, inside the 5. 1st down and goal for the Ravens. Ravens continue to do what they need to do. 1st and goal, Ravens. 1st and goal, Ravens. And again, the Texans are just having problems with containing Lamar Jackson. If nobody's open, Lamar's going to take off.
Nobody's got eyes on him once.
Like I said, this is a Lamar Jackson that's going to take what the defense gives him. If nothing is there, he is going to take off. Lamar, 6 of 8, 49 yards. Passing, 49 yards rushing. 1st down and goal here for the Ravens. They're going to line up and give it to the Gus Bus. They've done it all year. Edwards, going to be stopped right there at the line of scrimmage.
13 touchdowns,
And is that Morgan Moses down? Is he fixing his shoe? Is he okay?
3 yards and in. He loses one here as Sheldon Rankins got through and was the first guy to hit him. Well, and this is when they bring in big number 42, Patrick Ricard, and they list him as a fullback.
2nd down and goal here with likely on the field. I'm looking to run some sort of small play action fake here. If you can get either Kolar or likely open for a touchdown, I would look to run it here. I would look to run the fake here. That's what they're going to look to do. Lamar fires, caught, touchdown, Ravens, Nelson Aguilar, and the Ravens find the end zone. Let's go. Ravens take a 9-0 lead. That was a methodical drive by Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Like I said, the Ravens just have to keep playing their game. It takes time. It takes time. We understood. This is what you guys have to understand. The Ravens were going to come out rusty. After the first quarter, we're not talking about rust. Lamar Jackson, early on in the first quarter, him trying to take off. He's a little bit sluggish. He's slow. Lamar Jackson, as the game's warming up, he's warming up. Woo! He takes off. Tucker, extra point is up, and it is, comes close, but it's good. And the Ravens take a 10-3 lead. Lamar Jackson finds Nelson Aguilar in the end zone, wide open. Good hands by Aguilar. Touchdown Ravens, 10-3 game. Let's see what the defense can do. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Like I'm trying to tell you guys, you have to calm down. It's a 60-minute football game for a reason. It's a 60-minute football game for a reason. It's not about thinking about the past. One, this ain't the past. This is the present. You deal with it now. Number two, what you have to understand is we came out rusty. 3 weeks of no football, they're going to be rusty. Now they're starting to get it going. Bro, I think it's snowing at the game. Dude, it's been snowing all week, John, so I wouldn't be surprised if it continues to snow. That could be a factor that's going to affect this game down the stretch if it started snowing again. I didn't see the weather showcase any snow. Maybe let me go check outside. Hold on, let me see. Let's see if it's going all around Maryland right now. Give me a second. I'm going to go check the weather.
Pizza to use for a future pizza emergency. So you'll have an emergency pizza. A free pizza? There you go.
Thank you.
When you need it most.
The NFL Divisional Playoffs, presented by Intuit TurboTax, continue tonight on Fox and tomorrow on NBC and CBS. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
It's time for the Arby's free classic roast beef sandwich break. Download the Arby's app, then join Arby's Rewards today to get one free classic roast beef. Arby's, we have the meats.
Well, Lamar Jackson had runs of 23 yards and 15 yards on that drive. The 15-yarder set up the touchdown throw to Aguilar, and the Ravens jump on top 10-3. See how C.J. Stroud and the Texans try to answer with under 10 to go in the first half.
Well, you got to believe D'Amico Ryan's over on that sidelines, figuring out what they're going to do to keep Lamar Jackson from scrambling and picking up the yards that he has, because that was the difference on that drive and their ability to get down the field and score that touchdown.
Sims will bring it from just outside the end zone and gets tripped up shy of the 25.
All right, guys. Let's see what the Texans can do. Can the Texans? Yeah, Kyle dropped the pick, but he's going to be fine. But let's see what happens. I don't see any snow out there, John. I think it's because of the wind. I don't know if it's snowing. It's probably because of the wind. It's very windy out there, and the wind's like blowing the snow. So I don't think it's because of snow. Because I looked outside. It's doing the same thing. Like, snow's back on our driveway, but there's no snow falling down. It's the wind that's pushing the snow. Either way, C.J. Stroud, 1st and 10. Let's see what the defense is going to do right here. They fake a toss here. Singletary, that's the best run he's had all game. That's the best run he's had all game. The faking around. 7-yard pickup here. Second down and 3 here. CJ fakes the handoff. Hamilton's right there. They're going to have to check a screen down. Can he get the first down? I think he does. No, he's short. Never mind. He's short, so it's going to be 3rd down and about a yard. So Ravens defense somehow gets the stop on that screen. 3rd down and 1 coming up here. Ravens make a stop. They force a 3 and out. If the Ravens make a stop here, they can force a 3 and out. But the Texans right now, they've looked very poised. Are they going to run this ball? They're going to run it, and he's not going to get it. 4th down. Ravens defense makes the stop. Kyle Van Noy forces the punt. Ravens going to get the ball back. What a stop right there by Kyle Van Noy. Texans line up to run the ball. Kyle Van Noy says no. Ravens defense makes a stop, gets it back to the offense.
They're trying to do on this left side. And Kyle, but he's slow coming off the ball.
The offensive line is struggling right now for the Texans. The offensive line is visibly struggling for the Texans.
Huge play to keep him from getting that.
That offensive line can't get any push, so they can't run the football.
Duvernay waits for the punt from Johnston, end over end
Duvernay gets the punt.
at the 22.
And we're going to pick it up around the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Ravens offense here. Ravens up 10-3 with an opportunity to put more points on the board. Let's see what Lamar and the offense can do on this next drive here. Ravens looked great in their last drive. Lamar utilizing his arm and his leg. Receivers making some great catches. We started getting it going a little bit in the run game. And Lamar hits Nelson Aguilar for the touchdown to give us the 10-3 lead. Defense is doing their job, man. Defense, they're playing like some soldiers right now. That is the Ravens defense we know and love. They are playing like some soldiers right now. I think the biggest problem for the Texans is they can't get any run. The running game is being stuffed. The offensive line is their biggest issue. CJ Stroud has been great. He's made some sensational throws running on the run because he can't stay in the pocket. The offensive line is not giving him time, so CJ's forced to dodge defenders. Pressure keeps coming. He's rolling to his left and his right, and he's making some incredible throws. CJ Stroud is a talented individual, and he's made some great plays in this game. But the biggest problem with the Texas offense right now is that offensive line. They can't hold any of the Ravens defenders, and that's forcing CJ Stroud to have to make these perfect plays. And if he can't get the throw, they're just not going to get it. And then when they try to run the football, they're not getting anywhere because their offensive line has no push. We keep running that play near the end zone, and these teams still can't stop it. Likely Ricard and Nelly. Because, again, you're rolling multiple guys out. It's a very tough play. We really should run that play a lot more often at the line of scrimmage. Because, again, you don't know if you're going to get it from Likely. You don't know if it's going to be Ricard. You don't know if it's going to be Nelly. You don't even know if it's going to be Flowers in that situation. That play is very effective with the Ravens. That is very effective. Texans are one-dimensional. I wouldn't entirely say they're one-dimensional because they can run the football. Singletary can run. He's a good runner. He's a good running back. The problem is they haven't dealt with a front seven that's as consistent as the Ravens front seven. See, last week with Cleveland, they obviously they had Zadarius Smith, but last week with Cleveland, their main concern was Myles Garrett. Past Myles Garrett, there was not much to look at in that situation. But with this defense, You've got Clowney to deal with. You've got Van Noy to deal with. You've got Adafe Owe to deal with. You've got Matabike to deal with. And to make matters worse, McDonald is constantly disguising blitzes. So you may end up getting a blitz from Morlett, from Arthur Morlett, or you may get a blitz from Kyle Hamilton. You don't know where the blitz is going to come. So because of that, it becomes problematic if you're the Texans offense. If you're the Texans offensive line trying to stop that. Lamar Jackson on the last drive, that was just a beautiful drive. Ravens on this next drive here, up 10-3. Got to keep this up. That's nasty. Lamar, pump fake. He's going to get sacked. They got him there. They got him there. Offensive line collapsed on that one. First sack of the game for either side because CJ's yet to be sacked right there. So first sack of the game for either side. Oh my God, look at the open space. Lamar was so close to escaping. That's a great stop by the Texans defense right there. That's a great stop. The Texans had 46 sacks this season. That's a franchise record. So this defense ain't no slouch either. Let's not pretend that this defense is a slouch. Here we go. Gonna hand the ball off here. Justice Hill breaking tackles. Justice Hill getting a nice runoff. He might have picked up 5 or 6 yards, makes it a chance for us to try to do something on 3rd down and long.
Well, Joe, Lamar Jackson said he believes this playoff run will be different because he's different. He says, I've learned so much. I've learned how I need to win. I've learned that I can do it being myself. I don't have to...
He picked up about 5, 3rd down and long in this situation. Don't need to force the football. We could take the punt if we need to. We have no reason to force the football. If somebody's open, make a play. If not Lamar, you're free to take off and see if you can pick up the 1st down yourself. But we know the Texans are going to send a blitz. They're sending pressure. This will be a good time. Oh, look at the jump. That's on the defense now. That's on the defense.
King was pointing at Zay Flowers.
That's on the defense.
He's the one who initiated the movement. There was some movement on the offensive line as well.
Oh, that's going to be a false start. Never mind. That's going to be a false start. Ooh, they got it on the defense. Really? They got it on the defense. Wow.
Well, that makes it a little easier.
Well, now 3rd and 11 turns into 3rd and 6.
Penalty and another one on the final for the Houston Texans. That's a big 5 yards. You're backed up 3rd and long.
Yeah, Zay didn't move.
6, 3rd and 6.
Zay did not move. What is he talking about?
That is the 5th.
7 penalties for 45 yards. The Texans are actively hurting themselves right now. The Texans are actively hurting themselves right now. They have got to do a better job here. 3rd down and 6 makes the bit manageable. Maybe you can pick up the 1st down here. And now we give them the 5 yards back. Oh, of course.
False start.
Come on.
Offense. Everybody but the center. 5-yard penalty.
That's my favorite call in football.
Wow. Everybody jumped but the center. Come on, offensive line.
The lights come on. John Hussey is at his best, and it's everybody but the center. Everybody but him. Well, he's right. He's right.
Well, never mind on the 3rd and 6 advantage. Now it's a 3rd and 11. Unless you can get a big play here, you're probably going to look to punt. 3rd and 11. Deep drop back for Lamar. Lamar breaking out of a tackle. Lamar breaking out of another tackle. Lamar breaking tackles, and he's going to be sacked. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. You got to punt the football. That was terrible. You had a great opportunity, and then the offensive line just boom.
D'Amico Ryans could breathe now. He's over there holding his breath on the sidelines. Christian Harris, none of this is easy in trying to make a play. You can only imagine how this secondary feels as Lamar Jackson escapes the pocket and them trying to stay with their receivers. And
O-line's been bummed so far. Charles, the O-line for both sides has been terrible, bro.
plays that were close.
The O-line for both... I don't think the offensive lines for both sides have showed up.
Here's Sims.
Look at the offensive lines for both sides.
Still going.
And that's going to be a touchdown.
Sims. The night is gone. No flags. Touchdown Texans.
And the Texans just tied the game. Special teams has been a problem all season, and once again, they come out here and do this. I mean, what do you do with that if you're the Ravens? Special teams has been an issue all season, and they just give up a special teams touchdown.
67
A 67-yard punt return. What have they been practicing? Oh, my goodness. This is ridiculous. If there's anything that's been poor consistently all season, it's been special teams. And it's been a problem. Offense has been on it. Defense has been on it. But special teams? The special teams has been garbage this year. And I've called it out. I've talked to you guys about this. Special teams has been trashed this year. And they just gave up a 7-point advantage we had. Now the offense has to go right back out there. Spooky, if you're going to be reactionary every 2 seconds, feel free to. I'm not even going to call you out on it. If you want to be reactionary every 2 seconds, feel free to. Every time something good happens, feel free to praise. Every time something bad happens, feel free to criticize. I'm not even going to get on you anymore. But the special teams is a serious issue, and it continues to be an issue for the Ravens all season. To give that up, man, oh my God. And the funny thing about it is, special teams has kind of been an issue for the Ravens in the playoffs. Like even the year we won the Super Bowl. Let's not forget, in the divisional round to Denver, we gave up a punt return and a kick return. I still don't know how we won that game. I still do not know how we won that game. It was crazy to think about. I still don't know how we won that game.
Teach people how to reach their financial goals.
That's great, Yardy. If you want to sit back and be reactionary to everything, feel free to be reactionary to everything. When they do well, you praise them. When they do bad, you criticize them. Feel free to be reactionary. It's a 60-minute football game. I have no interest to be reactionary. Although I'm sick and tired of our special teams being trash in the playoffs. I'm sick and tired of our special teams being trash in the playoffs. This isn't even just a thing that started in this era. Bro, this is a John Harbaugh special. Let's not forget, again, the year we won the Super Bowl. Do not forget, the year we won the Super Bowl in the divisional round. Against the Denver Broncos. We gave up a kick return and a punt return. This has always been the case, bro. This has always been the case. It's always been the case for the Ravens special teams. I don't know why they keep giving up these special team return touchdowns. It's ridiculous, honestly. It's ridiculous that continues to be the case. Now the 7-0 advantage you had there, gone. So now the game's tied up. Defense, think about it. Offense is putting up points. Defense is doing their job, and the special teams just folds like that. Like, what can you say about that? Like I said, guys, we're in for a long one. We are in for a long one, and the Ravens offense and defense just have to keep doing what they're doing. Special teams has been garbage. I don't know what else to say. The first punt by Stroud, terrible. Second punt, I don't even know what to say. Y'all starting to see this offense is just... What were you about to say, Luis? Seems like you're about to criticize the offense. You had something to say? Got to score here and get the ball back at half. We're good. At the end of the day, get the offense back out there. Offensive line's got to do a better job of protecting Lamar Jackson. But you got to get the offensive line back out there. You got 4 minutes left. Go see if you can put together a touchdown drive. But yeah, this special teams for the Ravens is just so problematic. And if we have a chance to go on a run down the stretch, this special teams situation needs to be better. It can't be the way it's played so far. So now the 7-0 advantage you had is gone. Offense playing well, putting up points. Defense playing out of their mind, making stops. I mean, what do you do with that when your special teams gives that up? That just drains all the momentum here from the crowd. Crowd was in it, and all of a sudden you just give up a return for a touchdown. I don't understand this. You have a head coach that used to be a special teams coordinator. Yet year in and year out, in some of the biggest moments of the game, the special teams always seems to fold. Why is that? I'm not understanding why John Harbaugh's special team unit always makes mistakes like this. And it's fun. It'll be interesting if we could say it's recent. This has always been the case under Harbaugh, even in the playoffs. So it's just so weird. At the end of the day, special teams gave up 7 points. You just have to go out there offensively. 4:17 left to go. Put together a drive. Go score some points. Edwards. Wow. He gets lifted. I keep the audio. Yeah, it's fine. It's just the television. I'm not really showing it, so it's fine. Gus looks so slow and weak. Gus has never been a fast person, so I don't know what you expect to see there. I would like to see them use more Dalvin Cook. Why? Monken's got to start dialing up some screens or something. Get the ball in the hands of our receivers and go quickly. We're trying to go for these big plays, and right now, that's not what the offense needs. Look for some screens or something. Where's the checkdowns? Look, Lamar Jackson's running for his life again. Like, come on, dude. Where are the screens? It's not even nobody's getting. We need checkdowns and we need screens. What is the offense doing? Look at this. This is ridiculous. At some point, the offensive line's not going to be able to block that long. Both teams' offensive lines have not been great. There's got to be some underneath passes. Why is everybody going deep on this offense? There has to be some underneath throws here. 3:30 left to go here in the first half. There has to be some underneath throws to pick up some extra yards for the first down. They're going to blitz. They're sending everybody. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Classic Ravens football. Guys, you've got to catch the ball. Flowers, it's in your hands. No, I don't even know. You had two. What? Why were two receivers about to collide this way? Aguilar trying to make that catch. Flowers is right there. That's just not good play calling. And now we got to get another punt. Can he give us one good punt? Please, thank you. 3:19 left to go. Zay is legit Hollywood 2.0. I guess. You're free to say whatever you want, guys. It's going to be a long football game. You're free to say whatever you want. It's a 10-10 game, 3:19 left to go. This offense doesn't play on schedule, and it never did. This whole year has been Lamar go do something. Sometimes they play on schedule, sometimes they don't. The problem is, I don't see Monken doing some of the things he was doing previously. Ravens always choke. That's great, Alec. That's great. That's fantastic, bro. That's fantastic. Feel free to keep saying that. That's great. But, yeah, the thing about it is Monken's not even doing some of the things he did in the regular season. In the regular season, he was He was throwing some screens. Where are the screens? Where are the screens? That's what I got to ask. Where are the screens? Not through, like, we're not setting up any quick throws, getting the ball in the hands of Zay or Odell or Bateman and just letting them go and run. Why has everything got to be deep and down the field? Those were some of the dumb things we were doing in the past. He hasn't called one screen. I swear the Ravens are going to make me have a heart attack. You knew this was going to happen. I told you it'd be a close game. I just don't get why no dump off or screens. Hope Monken switches up in the second half. You have to hope at that point. Like, at some point, you got to hope he makes the adjustment, which is why we got him, to make adjustments in this situation. So much time left. Ravens will be fine. Texans have yet to move the ball downfield to the red zone. They've had some good opportunities. So, like, again, the Ravens defense is making stops, but the problem with the Ravens has always been their offense in the playoffs. And it's because of situations like this. Drops, just ineffective play by the offensive line, play calling being very confusing. Zay was cooking on short passes all year. You know, funny enough, when we played the Texans the first time, we were running short passes with Zay and just letting him go do his thing. Why aren't we doing that? Why, God, why do we make it close against these poverty teams? The Texans aren't a poverty team, so I know you're trolling, but the Texans aren't a poverty team. I'm not going to disrespect the Texans like they're a poverty team. But, the defense right now is doing their job. At this point, you hope the defense could do their job and set the offense up for a good situation. 3 minutes left to go before halftime. It's a 10-10 game. Monken trying too hard right now. They're trying to get something going down the field, and I'm not sure why they're not taking the underneath. Take what the defense gives you. Just take what the defense gives you. We need a turnover? Absolutely. All right, 10-10 games, ladies and gentlemen. We knew it was going to be one of those type of games. Ravens offense needs to get themselves going. Start taking what the defense gives you. What happened to checking the ball down? What happened to picking up quick yards here? We were doing that in the regular season. This is what I don't get about the Ravens. You just stop doing what was working for you to do what's not working for you. Play your game. Why are you going away from what you were doing? CJ Stroud here, first down. Pressure's coming. CJ, he's just going to have to throw the ball away. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. 3:12 left to go in the first half.
The offensive struggles for the Texans. There's been no panic on the sideline, but that may not be the case.
GG, we lost. This is embarrassing. If you feel that way, feel free to not watch the rest of the game. Like, if you feel that the game is over at halftime, feel free to just turn off the TV and go do something else. If you're already quitting before halftime, feel free to go do something else. It's a 60-minute football game for a reason. You knew it was going to be a tough game. I don't know why we want to act spoiled as if we're this team that just dominates every single opponent. It's the playoffs. You expect them to be tough in the postseason. 60 minutes of football. Hutchinson, like, we've got a defense that's doing their job right now, and everybody's over here just trashing the team. The Texans look confident, even if Stroud is playing like doo-doo. He's not playing like doo-doo. He's playing well. I keep telling people this isn't a team to play around with. We already knew this team wasn't a squad to play around with. We watched them blow out the Browns. Who thought this was a team to be playing around with? Did you watch the media this week? The media spent more time talking about the Texans possibly upsetting the Ravens than actually talking about the Ravens winning the game. Nobody is sitting back and underestimating what the Texans bring to the table. We knew this. At the end of the day, 60 minutes, go out there and play your game. 3rd down and 8. The defense at some point has to get to CJ. That's another jump. Another false start by the offense. Oh my God, man.
You hold the line in their stance that long.
Another false start. Both teams are not playing well offensively. I'm sorry, not both teams. Both offensive lines have been garbage in this game. The fact that Lamar and CJ have been able to do anything right now is crazy. Both defenses are playing well. Shout out to both defenses. Both offenses are just looking horrible. Not both offenses. Both offensive lines. The offense itself, players are making plays. But this offensive line, how many times is the Texans' offensive line going to jump? How many times are we going to see penalties? How many times is the offensive line going to fail to make stops? 3rd and 13 here. Can the defense make a stop just before the 2-minute warning? This is probably going to be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Or maybe they may just wait till the 2-minute warning. They're going to wait until the 2-minute warning. Texans got like 10 penalties already. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I have faith in Monken that he'll make some adjustments. Well, if the Ravens defense makes a stop, we get the ball on offense, and we have a chance to try to go down the field just before halftime to see what we can do. But again, it's supposed to be a fight. It's supposed to be a battle. We knew this wasn't going to be easy. You think winning a championship is easy? We knew this was going to be tough. When have the Ravens had playoff games where it hasn't been tough? We've played playoff games where it's been difficult. You just didn't know what was going to happen. It's the playoffs for a reason. I would have taken the timeout and made him run a play there. Nah, it's fine at the end of the day. It's fine. We also get the ball coming out of half. Exactly. So if the Ravens defense can make a stop here, get the ball to the offense, and the offense can put some points up before halftime, you can go into halftime with the lead, with the ball coming out of half. 5 defenders can barely get a receiver on the ground that weighs 130. Did they not make the stop or not? Did they not make the stop or not? You acting like they're not making tackles. At the end of the day, guys are fighting out there. Guys are fighting out there. Yes, they got to get them down, but again, guys are out there fighting. It's competitive. These guys aren't robots. I want you to understand these guys are not robots. Guys are fighting. Guys are staying alive. We've seen plenty of players with 2, 3, 4 defenders on them keep their feet. But at the end of the day, did they make the tackle? The fact that the Texans are still in the game with 10 penalties is nasty work. That special teams are some frauds. Yeah, it's because are you going to stream the other playoff games? Probably, yeah. They've got to throw Greg Roman's offense out the door and get Dalvin Cook in too. They've got to start looking at the short and intermediate passes. You've got to start dumping off. They need to start mixing it up. And you got to look at Todd Monken. Monken's got to start mixing it up. They keep trying to go for the pass down the field. The Texans are playing it perfectly. So at this point, you've got to start looking to get these quick throws. What's going on, Mason? Appreciate you stopping by. You've got to start looking to get the ball in the hands of your receivers. Let's start running wide receiver screens. Let's start running screens with our backs. You got Dalvin Cook for a reason. He can cook in these moments. Start utilizing your talents. I expect Todd Monken to figure this aspect out because this right here is unacceptable. The way the offense is playing right now, they're playing the old way, and that old way isn't going to help you. You've got to play the newest style. Play the way your offense has been all season. If it's not there, make sure there's a check down. There hasn't been a check down. Where's the check down? Where are the short plays? You've got Isaiah Likely. Use him in the short plays. Use him in the middle of the field. Let's just hope the defense can make a stop here on 3rd and 13. 3rd down and 13. The Texans pick up a first down here. They're going to run the clock and try to put some points up before halftime. And the Ravens aren't going to get a chance to do anything here. If the defense can make a stop on 3rd and 13, they get the ball back to the offense, and we'll see if the Ravens can put points up before halftime. Ravens do receive the second half kickoff. Extra protection here for C.J. Stroud on 3rd and 13. Pressure's coming. Stroud fires. He finds Nico Collins. What a throw by C.J. Stroud. Defense gives up a huge play there. That is not what you need to see from the Ravens defense. And he was wide open too. Cannot give him time in the pocket. They have to keep pressuring. They've got to keep pressuring. What's working so far for CJ is he's not getting time to throw. If there's any time where the Ravens need to blitz and send pressure, this is the time. So now CJ has a chance. He's playing with house money here. He's got a chance. Quick throw here to Nico Collins again. And now they're inside the 30. And now they're just playing with money. And just like that, a minute left to go in the game. Ravens defense not making a stop, and they're comfortable. They're moving. They're in field goal range. So at some point, you've got to see some changes from the Ravens offense because they're not making any stops right. You got to see some change from the Ravens defense. CJ Stroud's not having an amazing game, but the game is still within reach. And now CJ's getting comfortable. You've got to pressure him. Singletary gets out of bounds. At this point, they're comfortable kicking a field goal. 46 seconds left here. Offense got to put in work in the second half, bro. Offense needs to get themselves together, bro. The way the offense played is terrible. Because the defense is doing their job. The defense is doing their jobs. 2nd down and 8 here. 46 seconds left. Got to see if the defense can make some sort of stop. Because right now, the way the team's playing, you don't like it. 2nd and 8. Stroud. You have a chance to sack him right there. Can't get him. Incomplete. Has Dalvin gotten any carries? I don't know. If the Ravens win, one needs to change. I'm not here to talk about wins or loses. Why do you guys ask this in the middle of the game? Can the game finish before we ask about what's happening next? Why are y'all so ready to just write someone off? If the Ravens, bro, we are in the middle of the game. Can we wait until the game's over? If the Ravens were to lose, ask me that question. But asking me when we're in the middle of a highly contested playoff game does not do me any favors. Why are you asking me that when I don't believe my team's going to win? I'm not even thinking of the ifs right now. That is not a question you should be asking when there's 40 seconds left in the second quarter of a football game. Can we wait till the game's over? My God, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Why are we talking about if the Ravens lose, what needs to change? I'm not even thinking about the Ravens losing. Come on, guys. Let's be better. Let's be better.
Our broadcast booth, Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, and I think everything we said coming on still applies, especially on the Texans side. And we've seen little glimpses of what C.J. Stroud has been able to do. That completion on 3rd and long was impressive. It was. It's impressive.
Huge second half incoming, we'll see. Dalvin Cook has the fastest fall off ever. Give him a chance, Ravens. I know the Ravens in the first half just not playing good. They're not playing good football. Special teams gave up a touchdown. Offense is kind of just going to nowhere right now. Right now, the Texans are putting the pressure on us. We've got to be able to get something going. Texans putting pressure, man. Texans putting pressure. So 3rd down and 8. You want your defense to make a stop here. Here comes the blitz. CJ gets it out. Incomplete. That's good right there. You'll let them settle for the field goal. There's still 37 seconds left in a timeout. If the Ravens want to attempt something, they're free to attempt it. Because you got 37 seconds left. Let's see. They're going to try to kick a field goal here. Baltimore can get the football back, and we'll see if they can put up a field goal. Or let's see if they want to try to attempt to put up a field goal just before halftime. Because, again, the game's there for the taking. The game is there for the taking, but this offense has to perform better. It's up to Todd Monken to open up this offense. It's up to Lamar Jackson to deliver them the football. And it's up to these receivers to go make the plays. He missed the field goal. He missed the field goal. He missed the field goal. No good. 32 seconds left. Baltimore with the ball. They have a chance. Disgusting work by both teams. Right now, both teams are not playing good. Both teams are not playing good. There's been way too many mistakes by the Texans. There's been mistakes by the Ravens special teams. He missed the field goal. We've got 3 timeouts in 30 seconds. Can we get in field goal range for Tucker? He missed the field goal. Man, this somewhat eerily close to the matchup we had with them in the playoffs a couple years back. Well, a decade ago. But he missed the field goal there. So let's see what happens. That punt return bailed them out. That punt return for a touchdown bailed them out. The defense is doing their job. It's just the offense got to keep scoring, and the special teams got to stop being garbage. We need better punts. Stroud has to be better. Stroud has to be better. He needs to be better with these punts. And how we're going to guard the return game needs to improve, because the way we gave up that touchdown is pathetic. That defense is holding C.J. Stroud right now. It does feel like the 2011 Divisional Round, which means down the stretch, we'll be able to turn it up, which means we got to see this offense get going. Words can't describe how huge that was. Both teams are hurting themselves. Both teams are hurting themselves. Receivers been in federal prison all game because we keep going for deep routes when our offensive line cannot protect. Take the underneath. In the first game we played against them in week 1, we were running all these wide receiver screens and short throws with Zay Flowers. Do that. Don't go away from what's been working all season. Why are we looking to try to air it out down the field when the offensive line is not blocking well? Ravens do get the ball at half. So at worst, it stays a 10-10 game. If the Ravens can come up with some sort of play, we can make it some sort of play to get in the field goal range, we make it 13-10. As long as we don't do anything stupid, Baltimore will be in a good position. They need to cook up some checkdowns. Exactly. Monken, take what the defense is giving you. Take the underneath. Stop trying to look so much down the field. You're not going to get any big play there. The way the Texans defense has been in the secondary, they've been locking up everything. And their front four is getting to Lamar Jackson because he's standing there for 4, 5, 6 seconds. Nobody's coming back to the football. And all of a sudden, it's either Lamar's got to take off or he keeps holding the ball to try to get something to go downfield. Where are the checkdowns? Where are the underneath routes? We've got to get something going, guys. Monken, stop trying to look for the deep ball. Take the underneath. Take the check down. Take those screens. That miss by the kicker. That missed field goal by the kicker was huge for the Ravens. 32 seconds left. 3 timeouts. Baltimore does have an opportunity to get into field goal range here. They're going to start at their own 37-yard line. Can the Ravens come up with something offensively? Because this defense is getting to Lamar with a 4-man rush. 32 seconds, 3 timeouts. You don't need to put anything specific.
Jackson is bottled up and set. Brought down by Cashman. Shell and Rankins had pressure up the
They keep holding the ball. Where are the checkdowns? Monken, where are the checkdowns? Where are the short routes? Where are the screens? What are we doing? It's the same offense we've been running in previous years. Why is there nothing underneath?
He's got his eyes on Lamar Jackson.
Nothing's going to be open down the field. They're playing it perfectly. Can we get something short? My goodness, guys. Just a bunch of nothing right now. At this point, take a knee and go into a halftime. No need to try to risk it now. You already screwed up. Take a knee and go into halftime at this point because you guys keep trying to look for the big play down the field and nothing's going to open up with the way the secondary has been playing. You refuse to take the underneath. Nothing's opening up here, guys. 2nd and 19. At this point, you just hope they don't turn the ball over. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh my God. This is disgusting. Oh my God. The offensive line collapsing.
14 on that sack. Well, how can you get pressure and still keep them in the pocket? You're going to see the twist that they run up front.
Nothing underneath. Nothing underneath. I mean, my God. And this offensive line is getting bullied.
Offensive left side, Christian Harris.
Why am I shocked at this? At this point, I should not be shocked at all. It's the same story sometimes, man. Where's the play action? Dude, I don't even know. They're not even doing any of the other stuff they're doing. 3rd and 32, man. I mean, 21 seconds left. The Texans are going to have a shot to try to get a field goal at this point.
Texans have 1 timeout. Ravens have 2. A handoff here.
15 seconds left to give yourself some space.
And timeout, the final one of the
2019 all over again. Can't say 2019 all over again because the game is tied. This actually feels close to the 2020 matchup. This feels close to 2020. I can't say 2019. You guys need to get over 2019 for the last time. This does not feel like 2019. It feels like 2020. The 2020 matchup against the Texans. It feels like that. It feels like that. Which means we're in for a second half that's going to be a battle. But y'all need to get over 2019. If this was 2019, we would be down by double digits. We're not down by double digits. But the way this offensive line is played, someone's got to go get a speech in the second half. We wouldn't have even had time to set up the play action because the O-line can't block anyway. O-line's getting bullied, yet they don't want to run any screens. All right. Please be a good punt. Finally, a good punt. We could go into halftime. They're not gonna do anything with that. Finally, a good punt. We'll go into halftime like that. The score is 10-10. The score is 10-10. The Ravens need to have a serious conversation with Todd Monken, and that offense need to have a conversation. Lamar's going in early on. He's already going in. They got to have a conversation because the way they're playing is crazy. The Ravens defense has held the Texans offense to 3 points, and yet special teams has done what they've done. Ravens, they got to play the best half of the season if they're going to the AFC title game. This game should not even be close to being tied. Monken better, he better go through that whole playbook and figure something out. CJ Stroud, 11 of 20, 131 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. CJ Stroud is not even playing a good game. And it's a 10-10 game. Ravens, you've got 30 minutes to figure yourself out. You've got 30 minutes to figure out what you're going to do. Because that offense, my friend, is not it. You've got 30 minutes. If Monken doesn't make an adjustment, and I'm being dead serious, bro, I don't see a way the Ravens come out on top. With the way the defense is playing, it's still very possible we can come out on top. Because the defense is doing their job. But the offense is not putting up points. That's the problem. Defense is doing their job. Offense is not doing enough. The second quarter, they weren't doing anything. It's one of those type of games, bro. It's definitely one of those type of games. You need to see You need to see better play from them in the second half. What the Ravens did in this first half is not enough. If they want to win a Super Bowl, we need a complete turnaround in the second half. We need adjustments. Like I'm saying, this is what you guys understand. Everyone's losing their mind. I get it with the favorites, yada, yada, yada. But the defense is doing their job. The defense held them to 3 points. The defense has held them to 3 points. The defense is doing their job. The offense was doing it early on, and then they just collapsed. Right now, it's just a whole bunch of nothing. It's just a whole bunch of nothing. They need to change it up. Try to get something going with the play-action game, but you got to change it up, and you've got to look for some short and underneath passes. Because right now, what's happening with this Ravens offense, they're not doing anything. The Ravens defense has done a good enough job to keep us in this game. Special teams choked and gave up a touchdown, and the offense, they're not doing what they need to do. You got to adjust. You got to adjust. That's great, Spooky J. I know you're trolling. Now's not the time for that, dude. Seriously, now's not the time for that. No one's in the mood to be dealing with no trolling nonsense, bro. Now's not the time for that. And if you're dead serious, bro, then please don't cheer when they're doing well and criticize. Do not be one of those fans. We're trying to be dead serious here. If you're serious what you're saying, bro, please do not be sitting here praising the guy when he's doing good and then criticize him immediately. We don't need that up and down nonsense here. That's one. If you're trolling, please put that on hold for now. Nobody's in the mood to troll right now. Because we're watching the defense do their job. Special teams choked, and then the offense, after putting up 10 points, disappeared again. And we're watching them do nothing. We're watching them do nothing, bro. Special teams is letting us down. The punting situation has been garbage. They give up a touchdown. So special teams is not doing their job. Defense is doing their job. Offense started off well, and they've disappeared. Again. They need to make adjustments. They need to make adjustments. Lamar Jackson, 7 of 11, 52 yards in the touchdown. He's not really airing the ball out because nobody's getting open and they're not taking the underneath. The special teams let us down, absolutely. I saw a stat that says the Ravens haven't scored more than 20 in Lamar losses. Absolutely. They have yet to score more than 20 in Lamar losses. So it has to be a time this offense finally gets it together. If you can't get it together now, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. I think the defense can get another fumble or pick out of the Texans, but the offense needs to capitalize soon. The offense needs to come out here in the second half and do their job. I miss Sam Cook. This Stroud kid, he's not doing well right now. He's been doing well all season. Stroud's been doing well all season, but he has not done his job today. We can't piss our pants offensively like this every year. Something has historically been wrong. We might be cursed. It's always us just moving away from what we do best. Stick to your game. Why are we not running these screens? Everybody got sick and tired of Todd Monken running screens, but they were fine with him doing that because that took the pressure off. Run some screens. Where are the screens? Where are the quick throws? Where are the checkdowns? Why aren't we taking what the defense is giving us? Why are we trying to get the long ball down the field when this offensive line is folding like paper? We've got to make those adjustments. I don't know what they're talking about in the locker room right now, but we need a visceral speech from somebody to wake that damn offense up. And wake Todd Monken up and have him understand what's happening right now is unacceptable. You need to play to your game. What you were doing throughout the entirety of the season, utilize the speed of your guys. Get the ball in the hands of your receivers and let them go do their damn jobs. It's as simple as that. If we go 3 and out coming out the second half, the wheels will come off. Potentially, but I don't know. Why did we have to be the first game? Dude, it wouldn't matter if we were the first game, second game, third game, or last game. It didn't matter. At the end of the day, whenever you play is whenever you play. You think if we would have played the night game, it would have mattered? We played the night game on Saturday against the Titans. We looked worse. Stop trying to make it, why do we got to be first? It don't matter when you play. When you play is when you play. Handle your business if you want to go to the AFC title game. It's a 10-10 game. The game is on a platter for anybody to take. It's a 10-10 game. And if you want to win a Super Bowl and you want to get to where you want to get to, Baltimore, go own the second half of football. They need to use their speed better, set Dalvin Cook up on some type of screen. They're not even running screens. That's the problem. Texas defense is legit. They're giving Lamar all he can handle because they're literally sending a 4-man rush and then backing up everyone into coverage. And for some reason, they're just not making the adjustments. Bring Ray into the locker room. We'll see. I don't mind them doing that. It's a lot like 2021 Dolphins game. We couldn't handle the blitz then, just like now we refuse to adjust. If Monkey doesn't come out and adjust, this is going to be a bad look on him. Darby and Stevens is getting tested today, absolutely. And they better continue. They got to answer the call. This first drive will show how Monken adjusts or stays the same. We'll see. 7 minutes left before we got to get back from halftime. That's this 7 minutes. The Ravens need to have a serious conversation, take a serious look at themselves and how they played in the first half. They are lucky they're actually not down right now. They know the pressure's on them. Everyone's expecting them to choke. Go out there in the second half and handle your business. You get the ball coming out of halftime, handle your business. Do you think rust is playing a factor for our Ravens? I'm sick and tired of you guys using the rust. The rust does not last 60 minutes. We talked about that rust thing until they put up 10 points. No, rust is not playing a factor. Enough with the rust talk. It's them not making adjustments. After one first half of football, there's no rust talk conversation. There's no rust talk. These guys are not making the adjustments on offense. The offensive line's getting bullied left, right, up, and down. Meanwhile, Monk is not making the adjustments. So we need adjustments to be made. We need adjustments to be made, guys. We need adjustments to be made. I want to see Lamar under center in the second half. They should have suited up our tight end. No, you can't rush him into this one because all of a sudden you feel you forcing the ball. You end up turning the ball over. No need to force anything. Again, if the Ravens, I told you guys, if the Ravens play to their game, they're not going to lose. But they haven't been playing to their damn game. And that's what's costing them right now. Defense doing their job. I can't say anything about the defense. Defense doing their job. Special teams has just harmed us because it shouldn't even be a 10 game. So special teams been garbage. Can't trust those guys. And the offense has disappeared again. Someone's got to go have a conversation there. What do you got to talk to Lamar? What do you got to talk to Monkey? What do you got to talk to the receivers? And better yet, talk to the damn offensive line and tell them to do their jobs. Tell these guys to do their jobs. They're getting bullied. Do your job. Simple as that. Do your job. Do your job. Do your job. I might never celebrate a regular season win again, bro. Bro, you're just acting over emotional, bro. You're just acting emotional left, right, and up and down. I'm not here to act emotional. I'm going to be the exact same individual for 60 minutes. If you want to act emotional and go crazy in the chat, feel free to. I'm not going to be acting emotional. Every scoring drive the Ravens have had, Lamar has had some type of big run. They just can't keep putting him in jeopardy. Use your speed, please. They got to, bro. I'm hoping the Ravens can get it together because I don't trust Houston beating the Chiefs. I'm not worried about what's happening in the future. And besides, the Chiefs aren't guaranteed to get to the AFC title game either. Baltimore has all the pressure on them, and they've played 30 minutes of football where the offense has not shown up. If this offense does not go out there and do their job, they're going home. Like I said it in my video. You have one of two choices. You either A, handle your business at home and head to the AFC title game, or B, you fold under the pressure, you let them come into our house, outplay us, out-tough us, out-physical us, outman us, and outplay us, and we get sent home. It's a 10-10 game. You've got 30 minutes, Baltimore, to try to win this game. If you can't pull it off, you're going home. Simple as that. You can't keep talking about Super Bowl, and then when you get to the playoffs, you fold. That's unacceptable. That's why teams keep blitzing, because we got no run game besides Lamar running. We haven't even tried to initiate the run game with this. We keep using Gus Edwards, who's not our speedster guy. Why? We've seen some nice runs that have almost broken out for something good with Justice Hill. Utilize your speed. Gus needs to be the back that's utilized at the goal line, but we've yet to understand this. This dude, Justice Hill, has speed. Use your speed. Stop trying to use Gus Edwards as your main back. Use your speed in Justice Hill. You gotta make the adjustments. You gotta make the adjustments. I've said for weeks now, the O-line's gonna cost us in the playoffs. Everyone has weaknesses coming into the postseason. If you can't handle it, you can't handle it. It is what it is. We haven't been able to run the ball since Mitchell got hurt. No team respects our run game, Lamar not included. We've had moments where we've been able to run the football. And you know who's been the initiator of that? Justice Hill, not Gus Edwards. Yet we keep using Gus Edwards as our main back. Can we please switch it around and start utilizing your speed? Please. I don't want to see Gus out there unless it's short yard situations. Yes, exactly. Utilize Gus in short yard situations. Utilize Justice Hill for the big runs. 3 minutes left to go before the Ravens are coming back out for the second half. And again, they got 30 minutes to figure out what they want to be. How is your season going to be defined? At the end of the day, the game's on the platter. Defense doing their job. Offense needs to put points on the board. It's as simple as that. We are a little rusty on offense. Rust does not last the whole game. Rust does not last the whole game, Mike. I'm tired of people using the rust excuse. After the first quarter, that rust excuse gets thrown away. When they had that touchdown drive, we ain't talking about rust then. So no, we're not using the rust excuse. It's about adjustments. After the first quarter, it's no longer about rust. It's about making adjustments. And Todd Monken has not made those adjustments. So it's up to Todd Monken to make those adjustments. Take what the defense is giving you, bro. Take what the defense is giving you. They're giving you the underneath, and we're not taking it. So disappointed about that last drive. We couldn't even get in field goal range. Yeah, because they kept trying to go for the long ball down the field. No checkdowns, and Lamar Jackson gets sacked like 2 straight times. What happened to Odell? I don't know. We're not using our skill players right now. I don't know what Monken's cooking. You get the ball in the hands of your skill players. You try to go do something. Right now, they're not playing the way they needed to play. I need someone to come up with some sort of speech to get them going. I'm really nervous, but I still believe in my team. We just need to make adjustments. Guys need to get open, and the O-line needs to block. Defense is doing their job. I have nothing to say to them. They've been doing their job in the playoffs. It's the offense that's not doing their job. Why aren't we passing the ball over the middle, and why is Lamar not throwing down the field? Because nobody's open. There's nobody's open, Mike. We're not throwing the ball down the field because nobody's open. The correct question you just asked is, why aren't we throwing screens? That's what we need to do. Nobody's open down the field. We need to start throwing some screens. We need to take the checkdowns. We need to take the underneaths. If we don't do that, we're going home. So get ready for this second half of football, because this is going to define the season. The Ravens get the ball coming out of half. If they can't make any adjustments, we are as good as cooked. Texas is starting to believe they can hang with the Ravens, which is not good because they have nothing to lose. Ravens have all the pressure on them to win. Well, you have all the pressure on you to win. Go out there and win. Odell's on the field. We just haven't targeted him. Actually, no, I think we got 1 catch to Odell. On the opening drive, we had 1 catch to Odell. After that, I don't think he's been targeted since. Is the offensive line not protecting Lamar? The offensive line is not protecting anything. Nothing's been happening, dude. For both teams. The Texas offensive line has been garbage. The Ravens offensive line has been garbage. Texas haven't done anything. The reason it's a 10-10 game is because of special teams. The Texas offense put up 3 points of offense. We've put up 10. So both offenses have played like trash because both defenses continue to blitz and pressure, and the Ravens aren't getting anything going. I hope they had a conversation in that locker room, because 30 minutes is going to define the season. Ravens get the ball coming out of halftime. 30 minutes is going to define your season. If you lose, you have nobody to blame but yourself. Ravens defense playing clutch though. Ravens defense doing their job. Ravens defense has done their job in the first half. You held CJ Stroud in that offense to 3 points. Trust me, CJ and the offense is going to look to put some more points on the board. So if the Ravens offense can't get the ball going and get moving, it's on them. You've got a chance to get to the AFC title game. It's right in front of you. If you can handle your business, you're going to win. But if you can't, you're going to go home. And you'll have no one else to blame but yourself.
They were able to put the spy on him. They started blitzing more than they had. Really.
So let's see what Lamar and this offense is going to do on this opening drive for the second half. The good news is they've been staying clean. But the bad news is they're just, the play calling hasn't been where it needs to be.
The frustration begins to mount in any game, but especially with the stakes as high as they are tonight.
A trip to the AFC Championship game.
30 minutes left for a trip to the AFC title game. And here goes Duvernay. Finally, Duvernay giving us a good return. If the Ravens can't take advantage of this, I don't know what you can say about that. That is a great return by Devin Duvernay.
Defense has kept their offense out of the end zone, and yet it's a tie game. What do you need to get done on this opening drive to start separating yourself?
Well, it's a nothing game, basically a playoff game. We got to get a little something going on offense. I think we will. Keep playing hard on defense. Maybe a turnover here or there, that'd help us.
You predicted that Lamar was going to have a monster game. How do you think he's playing so far?
I think Lamar's playing great. Just keep playing. It's playoff football. We're fighting like they are. Let's see what happens.
30 minutes of football to define the season, Baltimore. 30 minutes of football. 3 and out in each of their last 3 drives. 30 minutes to define the season. What do you have in store for us, Baltimore? First down and 10. Lamar, quick throw. Aguilar picking up 9. See, why is it so difficult to run plays like that? Why was it so difficult to run things like that? Finally, take the underneath. Why are you trying to go down the field every single time? Take the underneath. Take what the defense is giving you. 9-yard pickup here by Nelson Aguilar. Second down and 1 coming up here for the Ravens. You're in a 2nd and 1 situation. You run the ball here.
Come away with a touchdown and begin to kind of recapture some of the offensive momentum that they lost in that half.
Second down and 1.
Here comes the blitz. Taking the check down. Got it to Likely. Likely breaking the tackle. Getting inside the 30. See? You see what happens when you start taking the short gains? You see what happens when you start to play your game, Baltimore? You can move the ball down the field.
And Christian Harris is slow to get up.
Harris is a little bit banged up after that play. Like finally actually doing something. You have Likely. Take the underneath. Why is Baltimore trying to air it out like they're that type of team?
And he's just got his arm up and
Monken finally realizing, hey, you know, the game's right here. That's a face mask, by the way.
down on the field right now.
That's a face mask. That's a clear face mask, but they don't call it.
Ravens have run 2 plays and they have the ball inside the Houston 30.
But I think there's a Texans player down.
Now is on that second-year, third-round pick.
He's heading out now. Gonna get back out here for this drive.
Maybe signaling to his sideline that all is
Christian Harris is shaking up.
good sign for
He's gonna be fine. He's got up. He's gonna jog off the field. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Is it so hard to just take the underneath pass? It's right there for you. You keep trying to air it out. That's not what our offense is about. Yes, we want to get passes going down the field, but take what the defense gives you. 1st down and 10. Finally, Todd Monken is actually using his head here and saying, "Hey, I got like receivers, and they're giving us the underneath. Why not use that?"
And immediately with Harris out of the game, they run it with Lamar Jackson and a short gain on 1st down as we send it down to Laura.
Well, Joe, D'Amico Ryan
2-yard pickup here with Lamar.
adjustments that you've heard Troy talking
2nd down here for the Ravens.
The main things that he emphasized to this defense is just to hunt the quarterback. He said no matter what, everybody run toward him. Don't give him time to make any decision, whether it's throw or pass. That'll continue to be an emphasis. And of course,
2nd down and 7. Oh, that was a 3-yard pickup. 2nd down and 7 here for the Ravens. They're in field goal range.
7.
Lamar's going to take the snap.
Coming from the second
Pass is caught.
pass is caught. 1st down.
Bateman 1st down. Finally, they're taking the underneath. Oh my God. It's like, hey, they're coming after us quick. Let's make some adjustments. And they're finally doing it. 1st down Ravens. Let's see if they can find the end zone here.
So here he comes. Looked like it was Petrie who was the one on the blitz. You've got Steven Nelson out there one-on-one.
Whoa, that went right through his hands. Crazy. He almost batted that down. That would have been crazy. 1st down and 10 inside the red zone. They're at the 15-yard line. Let's see if they can cap this off with a touchdown.
Christian Harris back in the
Lamar fires.
end zone. Incomplete.
Nearly picked.
Got a pick.
Oh my God. Lamar nearly got picked on that one. He's got to be careful.
That's a great job by Jalen Petrie. Because
2nd down and 10. Lamar, you got to be careful with that, man. You don't need to force the ball down the field. Take what the defense is giving you, man. He was going for Likely.
he comes off the ball,
He was going for Likely. They've ran this play here.
feels it, and then he comes off that
Oh, that's just a great play.
to get underneath Isaiah. But that's just a really nice play by Petrie getting his hands on the ball. This is the most aggressive blitz-wise D'Amico Ryan's
2nd and 10 here for the Ravens. Lamar's going to take the snap. Nothing's there. Lamar's going to take off. Lamar inside the 10, inside the 5. Lamar Jackson, touchdown. Lamar Jackson takes it in for the touchdown. And the Ravens are going to score on their opening drive. Lamar Jackson utilizing his arm and his leg. By the way, I can tell they've been studying film. They've been studying film. Did you watch that near pick? Did you watch that near pick? The Texans are studying film. D'Amico Ryan, my God, you have turned this Texans team around. Did you guys see it? Did you guys see it? Did you see on that almost interception? Lamar, we've run that play. We've run that play with Likely so many times. And do you know how effective that play has been? It has always caught defense off guard. And yet this time they read it perfectly. Man, they've been watching film. They've been watching film. Shout out to this Texans defense. We are getting the very best of a D'Amico Ryan's football team. They are coming out here and playing the right way. Lamar Jackson gets in the end zone. They score a touchdown. Ravens back on top by 7. Let's see what his defense is going to do. Finally, taking the underneath, playing your game. Wow, crazy to see. Oh,
Try fast and always free drive-up at Target.
When you stay at a Verbo, you always get the whole home. Not part of it, but the whole upstairs.
Man, you cannot say we're not getting the best out of this defense. Lamar nearly got picked there because that was a great read. Ravens back on top by 7. Let's see if the defense can go out there and make a stop in this second half. You keep throwing underneath, Texans will start to jump them routes. And once they start throwing underneath, and they start actually coming down, now you can try to air it out. We're trying to air it out, but they backed up everybody into coverage. If you don't back up everybody into coverage, if you instead bring them down because you keep throwing the short and underneath, you can bring them down, and now you can start taking shots down the field.
Lamar Jackson accounting for 52 of the 55 yards on that touchdown drive. Took it in from 15 yards out. He's thrown for a touchdown. Aguilar now he's run for one. The Ravens back on top by 7.
Ravens regain the lead. Tex about to join. We're not talking about that, dude. There's way too much time left. Let's not even start talking about conversations like that. Let's just do our jobs. Texans coming out here. CJ and this Texans team need to come up with a huge offensive drive.
As the guy who's got his eyes on Lamar. But here's Gus Edwards. This is
We need the crowd to be loud.
the entire way. Edwards
We need the crowd to be loud.
And then, of course, you've got the center Linderbaum, who's leading the way also. So a good adjustment there by Todd Monken. They put the ball in Lamar's hands. They come out. They get the easy completions. They start to get a little momentum. They get down in there in the red zone. They run the quarterback keeper that Lamar has been so effective.
Lamar 10 of 15, 89 yards passing. Not a lot of yards passing, 68 yards rushing. He's got a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown. Not a lot of passes here because there hasn't been a lot of opportunities. So he's taking what the defense gives him. First down here for Stroud. Stroud, pressure's coming. He's going to let it go. Oh, what a move by Singletary. Nice gain, couple yards here. Second down coming up. They're sending a lot of pressure on CJ Stroud. Shout out to him for actually just getting the ball out. They're sending pressure. They haven't gotten to CJ yet, but they're sending a lot of pressure. And that pressure has forced him to just take the underneath. But he's handled the blitz and he's handled the pressure really well.
Get the ball out. And he really, a lot of young quarterbacks start looking at the pass rush. He's not. He's feeling it. He adjusts to it.
Gotta love what you're seeing if you're a Texas fan from CJ Stroud.
What could have been a really poor play.
Ravens haven't gotten a single sack on CJ Stroud. They've got to get to this young man. They're going to hand the ball off. And again, the Ravens defense makes a stop. Roquan Smith. Like I said, the Ravens defense is doing their job. We just need the offense to do theirs. If the offense does their job, I promise you guys we will win this football game. But the offense needs to do their job. The defense will handle the rest. That's why that touchdown drive by Lamar and the offense was so huge. The Ravens aren't giving up anything in the run game. It's really been the pass game. They've made the Texans one-dimensional. And that's going to pick up yardage. But how many points can CJ Stroud and the offense get if all they can do is throw the football? And at some point, stops are being made. 3rd down and 6 here. They're going to send pressure once again. Will CJ be able to deal with the pressure? Here we go. Pressure's coming. CJ, he's going to float it. It's going to be caught. Ooh, Schultz with a nice catch.
Dalton Schultz for 7.
First down here
How many times have we watched
by the Texans. This rookie, man, this rookie's playing fantastic. This rookie's been fantastic. Has a rookie quarterback ever made it to the Super Bowl in the first year? I don't think so. Actually, no. Didn't Ben Roethlisberger make it his first year?
to make that catch? 22 pass attempts by Stroud, no sacks.
I'm pretty sure Ben Roethlisberger in 04. No, that first year, did they make it to the Super Bowl? I might be thinking otherwise. They're trying to run the ball again, and they can't get anything. Didn't Russell Wilson? No. Russell Wilson didn't make it a single year. Ben made it his second season? Okay, so yeah, that's 2005. Yeah, the 05 season. They won the Super Bowl that year. No, Tom Brady didn't make it his first year. Tom Brady did not make it his first year.
Defense on the road and not having any running game take any pressure off of you whatsoever.
Oh, wait, no. If he was there in 04, wasn't it the 04, 05? Maybe I'm thinking it wrong. I might go check later and see if he did make it there his rookie year. 2nd down and 9. CJ Stroud has handled he's handled pressure perfectly. He's handled the blitz perfectly. CJ Stroud's doing what he needs to do. Play fake here again. Here comes Clowney. Clowney misses. CJ floats the ball up. Nothing's there. Incomplete, but a flag on the play. This has to be on the defense. Not on the defense, on the offense.
And the indication is that it's a hold.
On who? On who? On us?
The Ravens.
What?
Official gave the hold signal.
For who?
Here's the call.
A hold on the defense? Who?
Holding. Defense number 21.
Oh, Brandon Stevens. That's probably on Nico Collins. Ben lost in the AFC Championship game to New England in 04. Really? Huh. All right, it is what it is.
Well, number 21 right there in front. And
Robert Woods? You got called for holding Robert Woods? Come on, Brandon. If you were holding Nico Collins, I got you. But holding Robert Woods? All right, first down here for the Texans. Ravens defense still has an opportunity to make a stop here. It's not like the Texans are going far down the field. They haven't gotten anything going there, but they're slowly creeping. So it's up to the Ravens to make a stop at some point. Play fake here. Good block. CJ, he's got a chance. He's going to utilize the wheels and just run out of bounds. This rookie does not make mistakes. No rookie has ever made it to the Super Bowl. Okay, cool.
a gain of about 3, maybe 4 on that first down carry. Yeah, that was by design. And get Stroud outside the pocket and see if they can't pick up a big gain. Number 2 right here, Robert Woods. That's where he's trying to go with the football. He's going to work the middle of the field. He's got a chance if he were able to deliver it right away. But that's that intermediate area.
Second down and 7, I believe. Yeah, second and 7 for the Texans. They're slowly creeping the midfield, man. They're almost there. They're at their own 45-yard line. They're going to run the ball here on second down. And they finally get a good run. They finally get a good run. At some point, you feel like they were going to break one. And Singletary takes them into Baltimore territory. That was a tough run by him. That's the Texans' first successful run of the game. Defense finally offensive line finally did their job. Look at that. Look at that. Offensive line did their job there, man. And then he just started breaking tackles. Singletary is a good back. He just needs the looks. But the Ravens defense done their job. Ravens defense has been doing their job. So good on them to make that stop there. But now they're in scoring range. I believe they're in field goal range with that run now. No, they're not in field goal range just yet. They're at the 39-yard line. A trick play here. Got it to CJ. And then look at this. Look, no, he's done. He's done. He's done. Good tackle. Good defense. They tried to run the trick play, and the Ravens defense said no. That's a loss of, what, 2-3 yards? I don't know what they were trying to run there. And CJ almost got smoked when they tossed in the ball back. But the defense, man, they're fighting, man. Defense is fighting. Defense is fighting. They tried to run some weird trick play here, and he just tossed it. Nothing's open. And Geno Stone just made sure he grabbed Hutchinson's ankle and just gave enough time for Roquan Smith to get there. Second down and 15, a loss of 5 yards. Play clock's down at 2. They got to get this ball snapped or they're going to be called. That should be a delay of game. Incomplete. Marcus Williams says no. Almost picked off. 3rd and 15 here for the Texans.
Really great play by Marcus Williams. Being able to drive on that ball looked initially like they had an opportunity. Marcus Williams, not a lot of people know this. He's had an up and down year, but he's been playing through a torn pec. And so he's out there battling through a significant injury.
3rd down and 15. Got to get a stop here from the Ravens defense. They're out of field goal range. Can you get a stop? Texans are 4 for 9 on 3rd down. Can the defense get a stop? You get a stop here, it'll be big for them. Clock winding down. They got to get this snap off. Stroud, pressure's coming. He's got to float it. He's not going to make it. Ravens defense makes the tackle and they make the stop. And they're going to force the Texans to punt the football. They're going to force the Texans to punt the football. They are not in field goal range. They are not in field goal range. Texans are going to have to punt this football. 6:53 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. The defense is destroying worlds right now. The offense finally got something going on their opening drive. And thank God they didn't just knock Stroud down.
Is not a great offensive line. A lot of the protection that they've been able to give C.J. Stroud throughout the year.
This defense, this is a championship defense. They're doing their jobs. All right, we're going to start right at our 7-yard line. So we're not starting with good field position. That's a great punt by them, but we're not starting with with good field position. Offense needs to get another touchdown. Let's go, Lamar. If they can go down the field, kill the clock, and get a touchdown, they're going to be in good position. A 14-point lead will put them in a great position. Bro, offense, please at least flip field position. Gotta see if the offense can do something here. This defense is destroying worlds right now. Offense is starting to get themselves together. That's what you want to see. If we get at least 3, we be in a good shot. We got to just keep doing what we're doing, man. We got to keep doing what we're doing. Offense gets us to the 40 at least so we can pin them back. Dude, we're not looking to try to get up to the 40. We're trying to score. Don't make any mistakes because the defense is doing their job. We don't want to give the Texans any reason to get back in the game. Don't turn the ball over. Don't force the ball. Don't make any mistakes. Keep playing your game. The way we played that previous offensive drive, keep playing it like that. And we will be fine. Ah, man. Would you either put your head in a beehive or be stuck in the Arizona desert? I don't want to do either. I'm not a fan of pain, so I'm good. You can make the choice, though, but I'm good. This is the toughest defense we will play this year. No. Jay, this is not the toughest defense we'll play this year. If we win this game and Kansas City gets to the AFC title game, that's going to be the toughest defense we will play this year. And if somehow the Ravens win that game and go to the Super Bowl and the Niners are there, that will also be the toughest defense we'll play. So let's not pretend. Kansas City's defense has not given up 30 points, not once this season. Think about it. Baltimore has given up 30 points. This great defense, this elite defense has given up 30 points one time this season. Kansas City gave up 30 points 0 times. That Chiefs defense is nothing to sniff at. It's nothing to sniff at. So let's focus right now, Spooky J. Stop talking about the future. Let's focus on now. If the Ravens can win this game and somehow Kansas City wins their game tomorrow, that will be the toughest defense we'll have to face. Even matchup-wise, the defense of the Chiefs is physical. The defense of the Chiefs is physical. This isn't the old Chiefs defense. The Chiefs defense is back, man. Have you watched Kansas City's defense this year? 1st and 10. Gonna hand the ball off to Gus Edwards. Edwards! Nice run. Gonna pick up about 9 yards here. 2nd down coming up for the Ravens. This is the time you're gonna want to run the ball. See if you can tire out this defense. Run this clock down. Put points on the board. The Ravens are out-rushing the Texans 122-31. So the running game, well, I mean, Lamar has like 60 of that, so he has half of those yards. But still, they're trying to get the run game going. It's working well. You keep running the football. Lamar's going to take this under center. You're going to keep on running this ball here. Gus Edwards, 7 carries, 30 yards. Not exactly a speedster here. Going to toss it to Gus. Gus going to get a good block right there, and he's going to pick up a 1st down and take it up to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Yeah, we know about our recent playoff struggles, bro. Please stop bringing it up. We know about our recent playoff struggles. We're not trying to think about that, dog. Let it go. We lost in the past. We're trying to win now. Please let it go. No, please stop talking about the past. We're focused on the present. And presently, we're trying to win a football game here. 1st down and 10 for the Ravens. Lamar fakes the handoff. Looking. He's got time. He's got time. Nothing's there. Pump fake. Fires. Caught. Bateman. 1st down up to the 40-yard line. Good job, Rashad Bateman. 1st down and 10 Ravens. Finally found somebody downfield that got open. Big play for the Ravens. Just got to keep it up. 1st and 10 for the Ravens.
There's pretty good coverage in the secondary by the Texans. And when he initially is looking for
There's Bateman. Keep going. There you go. Keep going, Bateman. The reason Lamar pump fake because he was waiting for you to keep going.
You just can't ask these
Nice catch.
safeties to maintain coverage.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line. Lamar's going to take the snap. Sidearms it here to Flowers. And Flowers trying to make some moves here, but he's going to be tackled right there. Second down here for the Ravens.
Derek Stingley, as we mentioned, he's been going with Flowers throughout this game. It doesn't always mean that he's locked up, depending on what the route is that he runs, but he's kept Flowers pretty much in check.
Flowers, 3 catches, 30 yards. He hasn't been able to really get it going, but you know at some point they're going to look to take a shot down the field. At some point. They got Justice Hill here. On 2nd and 5, they're probably going to look to run it with Justice Hill. You know Hill has the speed. If he gets a lane, he's good. There it is. Hill had an initial look, but the defense stopped him right there. He did pick up about 2 yards, maybe 3. So 3rd down coming up here for the Ravens. Ravens pick up this 1st down, move to midfield. It puts them in a good position, man. You can continue to kill this clock going down the field and see if you can put some points on the board.
Up against the number 2 ranked defense in terms of yards per carry that they've given up.
Ravens have 130 rushing yards. This season, they've rushed for 150. They've averaged 156 rushing yards throughout the regular season. They have 130 right now. 3rd down and 2.
Lamar Jackson into that mix, but as this second half wears on, I would expect to see more of that running game.
Justice Hill just fell. It's 4th down. I wouldn't risk it. It's 4th down. I wouldn't risk it. They're going to go for it. Oh, boy.
See what John Harbaugh wants to do.
They're going to go for it. I know your defense is doing their job. I don't trust these analytics where we like, go for it, go for it. No. Well, if you're going to go for it, you better get it. In the playoff game, we went for it, and we saw the negatives of going for it. If you're going to go for it, Ravens are 57% on 4th down conversions. If you're going to go for it, you better get it. I don't agree with this decision, bro. They're going to fake it. Lamar Jackson gets a lane. Lamar Jackson utilizing his legs, juking a man. Lamar going to go inside the 35. They got it. Lamar Jackson being Lamar Jackson, that was dangerous. I don't know if I fully agree with that call. But instead, you know, funny thing is they did something they don't normally do. When we tried to do 4th down conversions in previous years, we tried the quarterback sneak. Instead, they did the fake handoff end around with Lamar Jackson. That has been tricking a lot of people this season. And I cannot believe they fell for that too. And good job on Stanley with the block right there. Look at Lamar just juking that defender. That's a highlight play for Stanley. What a block. Ravens 1st and 10 at the 35, at the Texans 35-yard line, excuse me. Lamar's going to take the snap here. Lamar, pressure's coming. He's just going to have to get it away. Pressure's in his face. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. He was looking for Aguilar.
And it's 2nd and 10. Yeah, the Texans now, they start to bring up the pressure that was so effective to end that first half. You know,
2nd and 10 here for the Ravens. Ravens are in field goal range. Don't need to do anything crazy. Don't need to turn the ball over. You're right where you need to be. Just run the offense. You get 3 points out of this, you make it a 2-possession game. That's exactly what you want to get. Ravens defense right now is destroying worlds. So as long as they keep playing like that, the offense could continue to slowly get themselves going. 2nd down and 10 here. Lamar takes a snap. Lamar checks it down. Gets it to Justice Hill. Hill, I think he picks up the 1st down there. He got the 1st down. Ravens continue to move the ball. See what happens when finally Todd Monken actually made an adjustment. Holy crap. He realized the underneath is right there. Let's just take it. They start taking the underneath, and all of a sudden you can move the football down the field. Crazy idea. Wow, really? You mean to tell me if we just take the underneath, we're going to be able to move the ball down the field? Crazy behavior.
they have a whistle. They may be making sure that Hill got the 1st down if he didn't step out of bounds before he picked it up. It was close.
Did he step out of bounds?
The runner was 2 yards short on the line.
Yeah, he was 2 yards short. Sucked, but he was 2 yards short. His foot was out. He was 2 yards short.
Blitz tonight as you see Hill step out.
So instead of a 1st and 10, it's a 2nd and 2.
D'Amico Ryans has brought the blitz 69% of pass plays. That is the
He's blitzed on 69% of his pass plays today. On our pass plays. Their season average is 22. The Texans have never blitzed this much. But that's how much in fear they are of Lamar Jackson, man. And, Lamar and the offense, they made some adjustments. So that makes it a 3rd down and 2 situation here instead of a 1st and 10. All right, let's get set. 3rd and 2. Can they pick up this 1st down and keep the drive alive? Or will they have to settle for 3? We will find out here. Are we good? All right, we good. 3rd and 2. Quick toss to Justice Hill. Easy money. He picks up the 1st down. See what happens when you take the underneath? Oh, my God. Monken's cooking now. And this is going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter. We got a man down for the Texans.
Well, this time they just do it out of a little bit of a different look. We saw previously that Hill was in the backfield. This time they split him out. They motion him down, but the landmarks are the same.
See, if they play like this is how you play Ravens football. If they play like this, they're not going to lose. I'm telling you now, if the Ravens play like this, they will not lose. I think there's going to be an injury timeout because there was a Texans defender down. So we might run one more play. This is all we need. There's no reason to force the ball. There's no reason to do anything crazy. There's no need to try to take shots down the field. You've got talent. Utilize the talent. Ooh. His head down, and he just collided with Justice Hill when he was trying to make the tackle. What's going on, Emilio? Appreciate you stopping by. He's still down right now. He's on one knee, and now he's getting back up. Nelson looks to be okay. He's going to go to the sideline. I think they may make the Ravens run one last play before the 3rd quarter ends.
He will have to check out the game. 9 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Stephen Nelson is with his 4th different team.
29 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. The Ravens going to run one last play. At this point, you kind of just hand the ball off. I don't think you need to try to throw any crazy player. 1st and 10, you hand the ball off with Gus Edwards, and you go into the 4th quarter with this 7-point lead.
The wild card game, he went 82, and Christian Harris went 36 yards as Kadar Holman comes in to take his spot. He's at the bottom of the screen across from Bateman.
What are they trying to run here? Oh, no. Okay. Then we're going to go to the 4th quarter. Never mind. They got to jump. That's what we wanted. Just before the quarter ends, there's the jump. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the Texans. Texans have been making mistakes all day. It's been crazy, man. They've been making a lot of mistakes, man. They've been making a lot of mistakes.
That is the 7th pre-snap penalty tonight for DeMeco Ryan's team, and that stuff in the playoffs, in any game. But on the road in the playoffs, that will kill you. It's Grenard guilty of coming across.
Man, these penalties have been hurting the Houston Texans all game. And DeMeco Ryan, man, you gotta tell these guys they gotta be more disciplined. But that's gonna end the 3rd quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 3 quarters down, 1 quarter to go. 15 minutes away from the AFC Championship game. Will the Ravens hold on, or will the Texans pull off the upset? All right, boy. Let's see what they do here on this drive. Let's see if we can get a touchdown, man.
I broke 4 generations of family tradition with 5 little boys. I want to make her feel.
Because I saw the lights on.
Getting my business off the ground was a full-time job.
Well, about to end the 4th quarter. It's still 17-10. But the Ravens are in field goal range. So they're trying to score a touchdown back to the lead.
Make your moves. We'll make them count. Intuit TurboTax, proud sponsor of the NFL.
They're in Tucker range, so they can make that field goal. I think it's official. You better get the touchdown if you can.
Did not see this coming.
We'll see, though. 1 more quarter left. Just gotta hold on.
We gotta start locking this place up.
Bundle and save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, we gotta close out. We gotta close out, man. You up 7, heading into the 4th with the football. Texas defense is very disciplined. It's really been a situation where it's been penalties all day. Not even just the defense, offense, just penalties as a whole for them.
Slug your face or smooth
Touchdown to stop, and we're in a prime position. If we get a touchdown here, make it a 14-point game, and the defense can make another stop at this point, you go back out there, you run the clock, you move the ball down the field, you take what the defense gives you, see if you can put more points up, kill this clock, and see if you can get this win. This should help us down the road if we win. It's going to take some time. Monken proved me wrong with his adjustments. I have no shame in admitting that. You actually assumed he wasn't going to make adjustments? Why would you assume he wouldn't make adjustments? He's made adjustments all season. Like I say, y'all are so emotional. Y'all are so emotional. My goodness. You understand it's a 60-minute football game. You actually thought Monken, who's been making adjustments all season, is not going to make an adjustment? Come on, bro. Come on, man. Seriously? Y'all really thought there was not going to be an adjustment? Monken's been making adjustments in the second half all season, and you just assumed. Stop thinking of the past, man. This is not the past. Think of the present. Greg Roman can't hurt you anymore. He's gone. Move on. You know what? At this point, if the Ravens win this game, I think every Ravens fan can officially calm down. Because you got over the hump of the division round, you get to the AFC title game. If the Ravens can close this game out, I think everybody's going to calm down, and the nerves surrounding Baltimore will be lowered, and everyone will head to the AFC title game with the belief the Ravens can get to the Super Bowl. So I just think it comes down to that. 15 minutes, if the Ravens can close this game out, I think a lot of Ravens fans are going to be comfortable moving forward. They're running the same formation. They are going to run the ball here, but you're going to need a block here. First down and 5. Edwards is going to pick up 4. Second down coming up here for the Ravens. I've only seen Dalvin Cook once. I'm not surprised to see them not consistently using him because it's going to take time to get into the flow of the offense. I get it, but still, you kind of want to see him use it. You want to see him be utilized. The Ravens are really going heavy set here because they're using 2 tight ends here, 1 receiver out there. You're bringing your fullback. Ravens are just going to look to run this football. Touchdown! Isaiah Likely! And the Ravens take a double-digit lead. We've ran that play all season. It's worked. And Likely just mossed the man. 23-10 Ravens. 12 plays, 93 yards, 7 minutes taken off the clock, and the Ravens get on the board once again. We got to close out, man. We trying to win a Super Bowl. We got to close out. 23-10. The Texans are going to come out here with everything they have. CJ's going to come out here with everything they have. They're in a must-score situation. They're going to come out here with everything they've had. So we know the Texans, they're in a must-score situation here. They're in a must-score situation. 3 total touchdowns for Lamar Jackson on the day. Isaiah Likely just mossing the man. Lamar tossing it up. They've ran that play so much throughout the regular season, and it's just worked. Likely with the catch. Touchdown Ravens, 24-10 game. We got to keep this going, man. We got to keep this going. We got to keep this going, man. We got to keep this going. Would be a great time for that turnover defense. We got to get a turnover. 0 turnovers and 0 sacks. CJ Stroud has been dodging defenders. And then, of course, the drop. Ravens right now are handling business. Ravens right now are handling business. Just got to keep it up. There's way too much time on the clock. Ravens have to keep it up. Don't turn the ball over, but force them to turn the ball over. Getting pressure on Stroud just can't get him on the ground. That's the thing. I'm fine with them getting pressure on Stroud because right now it's working. The offense has put up 3 points. Think about this. The Ravens defense has done their job. They've held this team to 3 points. The only reason they have 10 points right now is specifically because the special teams. Picking coming, I hope so. But they've been converting on 3rd downs. They're not, I think they've converted, 4 or 5 3rd downs? They've been making some stops. Yo, Mr. Real, you hyped for the new One Piece episode tonight? I haven't seen the Monster anime yet. I know I'm pretty sure they've probably put the first episode out, if not. I know Monster's gonna be great. Obviously, it's Oda's first work with Ryuma. It tells the story of Ryuma, so it's his first work originally before he went to Romance Dawn and then eventually One Piece. So I haven't seen it yet. But as for the episode, I haven't seen the new One Piece episode. But I am hyped for it. Obviously, we are in the I'm forgetting it right now. Egghead. We're in the Egghead arc. So yeah, we are in the Egghead arc, and things are gonna start getting crazy. But I'm very interested in seeing how the anime is gonna try to deal with that, because there's a lot. Like, they're somewhat close to the actual manga, so how's that gonna work out? Anyway, we're gonna talk about that right now. We back football here, but yeah, I'm probably gonna check out the episode later tonight after this game and the Niners-Packers game ends. CJ Stroud, 24-10 game. Ravens up 14 minutes left to go, and CJ has to put together a great drive against this tough defense in the cold. CJ's had a tough day. He's played so well. I don't care what you guys got to say. With the way CJ Stroud has played, this defense has been doing their jobs. CJ has made some great throws, some incredible throws. The penalties killed the Texans. The penalties killed the Texans in this game. We cannot pretend. The penalties harmed the Texans through and through. The penalties have harmed the Texans throughout the game.
I still haven't gone. I subscribe again.
Get the news galaxy on us. Any of our best plans, guaranteed.
All the parts you need at the prices you want. Guaranteed to fit every time. So you can keep your wagon battle alive.
Jersey Mike slices you some right in front of you. See? The slice.
Gotta love what I'm seeing, man. 14-point game. CJ Stroud in this offense, they need a touchdown drive. They need a touchdown drive. They need a touchdown drive badly. They need a touchdown drive badly. So we're going to see what this team can do.
Where'd you want to serve? Oh, I didn't serve. But if your spouse, parent, or grandparent served in the military, you can join USAA.
Yeah, my grandpa did, so I'm already in. But I was talking about your serve.
USAA for the military.
I'm on the phone right now with my cousin. She's a 49ers fan. She's panicking because she thinks Packers are going to get the upset. We'll see. We'll be here. We'll be here for that. We absolutely will be here for that. You streaming the next game? Absolutely. Absolutely. And we can win this game. I'll be in great spirits. CJ's doing all right. He looked better against the Browns. Because the Browns defense... There's a difference between the Browns defense and the Ravens defense. And I think the number one difference you could see is the fact that their defense is injured to hell. Our defense is healthy. We're just missing Marlon Humphrey. Their secondary was cooked. They were missing a lot of defensive pieces. Shout out to CJ Stroud and that Texas offense for taking advantage of what the Browns defense was giving them, because they were leaving dudes wide open. You got a 76-yard touchdown on the screen. I watched that last week and said, ain't no way the Ravens defense giving up a touchdown, a 76-yard touchdown on a quick toss. No way they were going to give that up. Please. We knew that wasn't going to be the case. 1st and 10. Pressure's coming on Stroud again. Stroud gets rid of the football, incomplete. 2nd down and 10 here for the Texans, and they're just getting nothing right now. They're getting nothing right now. And CJ Stroud's just making the smart play. This young man is going to be a great quarterback for years to come because he's making the smart plays. He's making the smart plays. And Nico Collins got open. But because of the pressure, CJ didn't have enough time to even step in his throw and get it to Nico Collins. Nico Collins is a certified baller. Next year when it's Nico Collins and Tank Dell, oh my God, what a duo. The Texans will be competitive for years to come. They're going to check this ball down here on 2nd down, and it's going to be caught by Schultz, and Patrick Queen's going to get the tackle right there. 3rd down coming up here for the Texans. They got to pick up a 1st down here. They have to pick up a 1st down here. 14 minutes left to go in the game. It's not 4-down territory yet, but if you're the Texans offense, you cannot go 3 and out here. If you're the Texans offense, you can't afford to go 3 and out. The Ravens at some point would, no, we were making a substitution. Got to stop, man. Can't get the ball snap before we make a substitution. And yeah, Patrick Queen was shaken up. Queen's a little bit shaken up. Hopefully he's okay. A bit shaken up. Probably lost, just got the wind knocked out of him. Sometimes that happens. You get a bit shaken up with tackles like that. He probably just got the wind knocked out of him.
Game after winning 4 or fewer games each of the 3 previous seasons. The turnaround has been, basically unprecedented. As they've gotten through the wild card round, D'Amico Ryan's job he's done. Bobby Slowick, the man in that conversation.
13:50 left to go in this game. Baltimore up 14. Texans in a 3rd and 5 situation. They need to convert here. First team to win a playoff game after winning 4 or less games in each of the previous 3 seasons. First team in NFL history to win a playoff game after winning 4 or less games in each of the previous 3 years. This team, the turnaround's been legendary. I'm saying D'Amico Ryan's coach of the year. The way he's turned this Texans team around is amazing. And CJ Stroud, he's got to be rookie of the year, but Puka's put up an amazing campaign. He might get it. CJ Stroud, pressure's coming immediately. Stroud, he's just got to get rid of it. Nothing open downfield. He's got to throw it away. 4th down here. Ravens defense got him off the field. They're going to have to punt the football once again. Ravens defense has been shutting down. Shutting down their offense. Way to go, Mike McDonald. Absolutely shutting down this Texans offense. And I tried to warn Texans fans because they kept talking about, well, we put up 40-plus points against the number 1 defense in Cleveland. I tried to tell them, number 1, the Cleveland Browns aren't the number 1 defense. It's the Ravens. And the big factor that has to do with injury. Because I think if you look at it, the Ravens and Browns defense were neck and neck throughout the season. But the Browns defense suffered injuries. Meanwhile, the Ravens defense stayed relatively healthy. So they were about the same. But again, if you go take a look at the numbers, we talked about this. Go take a look at the numbers. From weeks 1 through 11, arguably the Browns were the best defense in football. But once those injuries started piling in from weeks 12 to 17, go look at how the defense played. Better yet, go look at how the defense played on the road. The defense on the road was significantly worse than the defense at home. Yet Browns fans kept saying, well, we beat the number 1 defense in Cleveland. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. The only reason the Browns are considered the number 1 defense is because they gave up the least amount of total yards. They gave up the least amount of total yards out of all teams this year. That's why they're considered. Meanwhile, I got it right here. The Ravens are the number 1 scoring defense in football, averaging 16.5 points allowed per game. They're number 1 in yards allowed per play. They're number 1 in takeaways, sacks, and passer ratings allowed by a quarterback. I mean, come on. What are you talking about here? The Ravens defense is healthy, and you thought just because you beat the Browns defense filled with injuries, you were going to come to Baltimore and do damage on them? I sat back and said, CJ Stroud was going to put up numbers on this defense, but I'm not sure he's going to put up a lot of points. And right now, CJ's put up numbers. He hasn't put up a lot of points. 3 points of offense. The only reason they got 10 is because of the kick return. But this defense right now is destroying worlds. And the Ravens are looking like the Ravens they finally got it together. They got it together. 14 points in the second half so far. McDonald has been pressuring CJ Stroud all day, and he continues to do his job.
Sit back, relax, maybe work on my novel, and I won't forget the little birds out there. Actually, yes I will. Wow, money changed you. Just keeping it real. Do people still say that?
Switch to Progressive and you can save hundreds to spend on whatever you dream up.
Something's not right. Guaranteed fresh green berries at this low price. It's gotta be a mistake. She's on to us.
Defense is historic. And the offense is finally getting in good shape. Now we just got to finish. 14-point lead, offense getting the football back. You got to finish, guys. You got to finish. If we can get one more offensive touchdown drive from the Ravens, that puts them in the position to kind of like wind this game down. We need a good long drive from Lamar in the offense, and we need a touchdown. They make it 31-10. Baltimore's winning this game, but it's going to be a long drive that they're going to need. They just went 93 yards for a touchdown. Can they go 79 yards for another one? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 1st down and 10. We've played mistake-free football. We have to make sure we continue to protect the football. Don't make any mistakes. Don't do anything dumb. 1st down and 10 here. Hand the ball off to Hill. Hill. Look at the run by Justice Hill to pick up 9 yards. 2nd down and 1 coming up here for the Ravens.
Earlier in the game, on the other end of the field, Isaiah Likely from 15 yards out. Lamar couldn't get it to him, was almost picked. Likely said, throw it up high. Now on this this end of the field to our right. He did, and a touchdown was the result. Yeah, he likely told him, throw it up, let me moss this guy, and sure enough, that's what he did. And even
Second down and 1 here for the Ravens. Probably look to hand this ball off here again. See if you can pick up the first down with a run. Here we go. Justice Hill, first down. Ravens going to run the football, try to kill the clock down and put some points on the board. Flag on the play here. Is this going to be on the offense or the defense? We've been disciplined. I'll say this. The team's been disciplined. Not a lot of penalties on us. Illegal shift on the offense. I think Patrick Ricard and Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers was supposed to motion, but Patrick Ricard, he went a little bit too fast. All right, second down and 6. Not exactly what you want to see, but again, you still play it. We've been penalized 3 times for 15 yards. Texas has been penalized 9 times for 55 yards. So the penalty yards are definitely affecting the Texans in this aspect. But again, you just run what you need to run offensively. Don't need to make a mistake. Don't need to force the ball. Don't need to do anything crazy. Right now, play to your game. Make sure you're doing what you need to do. Second down and 6 here. Lamar's going to keep it himself. And Lamar is going to pick up the first down. And now Perryman's down. He took a shot at Lamar, and now Perryman's down. Texans are just going through these injuries right now. It's tough. It's really tough right now.
He crashes so hard that he makes this a really easy read then for Lamar Jackson. Nobody on the outside to account for him and an easy pickup.
Out Perryman's okay.
So they look at Perryman. They've got Will Anderson, the Texans do on their sideline. They're looking at his leg. This defense starting to get tired for Houston. We'll take a break.
We're going to take a break real quick, but yeah. I'll be back, guys. Bye. Hopefully Perryman's okay. Texas offense has scored 0 touchdowns on us this season. Lamar's sturdy. He's been like that his entire career and was a beast in college. Yeah, I mean, he's always been sturdy. Unfortunately, he just had a couple freak incidents. He had a couple freak injuries. He gets injured in the pocket in 2021, and then he gets injured in the pocket again when he gets sacked, and somehow he landed on his knee wrong. Now, here's the thing about both those injuries. I think a big part of what led to those injuries being season-ending is that they happened around the end of the season. It happened week 14. One was week 14. The other was I think both was week 14. Lamar had played 12 games in 2021 and 2022 when he got hurt. So that's toward the end of the season. Had Lamar had suffered that injury in the beginning of the season, he probably would have been able to come back and play football. If he had suffered that in week 2 or 3, he'd probably be back by week 13 or 14. He'd be back. But again, the record of the Ravens probably wouldn't be good. So his injury, it's season-ending because it happened at the end of the season. But Lamar didn't need surgery for the ankle injury. He didn't need surgery for the knee injury. They were just injuries that needed time to heal. And if those injuries, if they didn't happen at the end of the season, we would have been fine. Well, we probably would have lost a lot of games, but Lamar would have been able to come back. Would we have been able to survive without Lamar? 2021, no. 2022, no. But still. Reminder, Lamar's injuries were from the O-line not blocking. Yep. Second half, 20 plays, 162 yards, 11 minutes time of possession, and 14 points. We've got the ball once again, 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Got to keep this going. We're at our own 35-yard line. Just got to keep it up, guys. Just got to keep it up. 12 minutes left to go in this football game. If Baltimore can keep this up, we're good. Texans are the only current team to never win a road playoff game. They've been here before trying to beat us in the divisional round back in 2011. They just couldn't get it done. Shout out to Ed Reed for that interception, man. Woo, that was a clutch interception. They're going to toss it here on first down. Edwards gonna pick up a yard. I don't even think he picks up a yard. I think he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Good stop defensively. Second down coming up here for the Ravens. Divisional playoffs, yeah. At the end of the day, if Baltimore wins, they host the AFC title game. It'll be either against Kansas City or Buffalo. If Houston finds a way to pull off the upset and comes back in this fourth quarter, they will either be going to Kansas City or Buffalo. That Chiefs-Bills game is going to be very interesting to watch. Gus Edwards a little bit shaken up. He's going to go to the sideline. Hopefully he's okay. Just a little bit shaken up. Second down and 9 here. Don't worry, you've got Justice Hill for a reason. And here goes Justice Hill. Justice Hill picking up the first down. And the Ravens continue to move the chains. Another first down picked up for the Ravens. See, they got to use Justice Hill a lot more. He has the speed. So, Justice Hill continuing to run the ball with ferocity and speed. Picking up a first down. And you can tell this Texans team is tired. This Texans team is tired. Oh, you can tell they are tired, man. They are tired. So the Ravens are going to keep running the football, and as long as they're not able to stop it, I don't see why you should stop running the football. They can't stop it. They can't stop the run right now. These boys are tired. Ravens have run for 183 yards today. Here we go. Let's run it again. Here comes Hill once again. This time he's going to pick up about 2 yards. Second down coming up for the Ravens.
Told us we need to protect well early to get Lamar settled in. I would say that process took a little while.
10 minutes left to go in this game, guys. Should we get Cooks to get some reps? At some point, I would be nice to... Oh, he isn't. You just brought him up. Dalvin Cook's in. So they're probably going to look to. Lamar Jackson, 15 to 21, 141 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 92 yards rushing and a touchdown. Lamar's played great today. Lamar has played great today. 3 total touchdowns on the day. He's been accurate with the football. Here comes Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook cutting it inside the 30, inside the 25. And look, Dalvin Cook still got something in the tank. Dalvin Cook still has something in the tank. And the Ravens are going to move into field goal range. Dalvin Cook still has something left in the tank. Look at this cutback. Look at this cutback. Ooh, look at that. Excuse me, Juke. He's still got something left in the tank. Dalvin Cook still got something left in the tank. We just got to keep giving him reps, bro. He's still got something left in the tank. Dalvin Cook still got something left in the tank. He's going to be big down the stretch in this playoff run. I absolutely believe it. They're going to run it here again. Cook picking up about 4 yards here, second down. Ravens just running the football. Ravens just running the football.
He's just so grateful to get this opportunity with how things went with the Jets. He says he has the utmost respect for Gus.
200 yards rushing for the Ravens today. 8:23 left to go. If the Ravens score again, this game is as good as cooked. And let's see if Dalvin Cook can cook this game. 2nd down and 6, excuse me. Gonna give it back to Dalvin Cook. Cook trying to break free. Cook was not able to break free there. 3rd down coming up here. One more touchdown, we can put this game away. Absolutely. 3rd down here. Let's see if we can get some points out of this. 3rd down and 7. Defense makes a good stop there. We are in field goal range. We can make it 27-10. We can absolutely make it 27-10. The rushing yards today is 200, man. Oh my God, the Ravens in the rushing game has been great. Dalvin Cook getting some reps there was absolutely beautiful. He's showcasing he still has something left in the tank. There's a reason why they brought him here. There's a reason why they brought him here. And he showcased that here. They've ran the ball all 8 times on this drive. They might look to try to throw here on 3rd down. That's exactly what's going to happen. Fires to Flowers. Flowers breaks the tackle inside the 10. And he's going to, inside the 15. And he's going to be down there. 1st down and 10. Real really thought Stroud was going to torch us. I didn't say he was going to torch us. I said he was going to put up numbers. I said he was going to put up numbers, but I asked, is he going to put up points? I've been out there saying this. I'm like, C.J. Stroud's going to put numbers on this defense. The question is he going to put up points? Zay Flowers, man. Nice breaking a tackle there, picking up the first down, and then he just gets down right there. Staying in bounds, getting down, picking up the first down, and the Ravens 1st and 10, man. 1st and 10 here. Ravens gonna run this ball again. Hill! Ah, he tripped up. Hill almost had that. Hill almost had that. 146 is the numbers to me. I'm pretty sure that's numbers. That is still numbers. I said he was going to put up numbers. I asked, is he going to put up points? And I didn't think he was going to. At least not consistently. I gave the Texans a chance, though. I did. And honestly, if the Texans didn't hurt themselves so much, they maybe have more than 10 points here. Texans are going to utilize their first timeout with 6 minutes left to go. They know if the Ravens score a touchdown here, it becomes a 3-score game and it's probably over.
Welcome you inside the broadcast booth, Joe Buck, Troy Aikman. This team is starting to roll. You have that bye week. It took them a little while, but we're seeing why the Baltimore Ravens were the #1 seed. Yeah, and I'm not totally surprised. Like I said, when you come in...
It ain't 2019 anymore, guys. So, are you guys relaxed? Can everybody calm down now? It's not 2019 anymore. We're getting over the hump. It's a new team, new roster, new defense, new offensive and defensive coordinator, and a more zoned in and focused Lamar. Are we all good? Can we calm it down? Is everything all good with you guys? Man, y'all were panicking so much. I sat back and said throughout the entire week, I have complete faith, belief, and confidence this team can get it done. They came out the first half. They didn't look the best. I said they need to go in the second half, reevaluate themselves, and come out better. And just guess what they did? They came out, reevaluated themselves, and played better. They're just going to run this ball. They're just going to run this ball. Oh, play fake. Lamar. He's got a blocker. Lamar rushes in. Lamar, touchdown. 4 touchdowns for Lamar Jackson. It's safe to say the young man's gotten over the playoff hump, don't you think? It's safe to say the young man has gotten over the playoff hump. 4 touchdowns for Lamar Jackson. This ain't 2019. The team is ready for the moment. The team is ready for the moment. This ain't 2019, bro. This ain't 2019. We've been waiting for the Lamar Jackson performance. We needed Lamar Jackson to play great in a playoff game. And guess what? He showed up. The soon-to-be 2-time MVP. 4 touchdowns on the day. What do you got to say? What do you have to say about that? When the MVP needed to show up, he did. This isn't 2019 anymore. This young man has grown, and he is showing the growth right now. He has absolutely grown, and he's ready for the moment. You wanted to see if Lamar Jackson was ready for the moment? I think it's safe to say he is. Lamar Jackson on the day, man. What a masterclass performance. Lamar Jackson, 16 of 22, 152 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no pick, a passer rating of 121. He also has 11 carries for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Oh my God. Masterclass performance by Lamar Jackson.
Somewhere amazing. Nice, right? But we're not there yet. Not this either. Still not it. Finding the next stepping place isn't the point. In Nissan Pathfinder, search. It's the adventure.
saw this earlier on 4th and 1, this same play with left tackle Ronnie Stanley, how he leads the way, and Lamar off the play fake comes out, and then he's got a two-way run on Jonathan Grenard, and he goes right up the tunnel, and just an outstanding job capping off this drive. They've scored 3 touchdowns the last 3 possessions, and boy, I don't know what John Harbaugh had to say to them at halftime.
6 minutes left. 6 minutes left. We're not done here. 6 minutes left. Close out on the right. Close out on the right. What's trying to say? Close out the right way. Close out on the right foot or on the right note. The offense put up 3 points. Jackson will lose to AFC champions. Who is this, Alec? Doesn't matter. Jackson is MVP. He can't win a Super Bowl. That's great, Alec. I get it. You're here to be a troll. You're here to be a hater. Feel free to troll. Feel free to hate. If Lamar doesn't win and get to the Super Bowl, cool. Feel free to troll and hate. That's all you're good for. That's all you do. That's all you do. You're here to be a troll and a hater. You don't want to sit back and give credit. Like, all right, give credit. You did what you did. You guys sat back and said he's not built for these moments. He's going to choke in the playoffs. And what does he do? He comes out with a masterclass performance. You don't have to believe he's going to win the Super Bowl. You don't have to. But to not give credit, you guys are just sad. It's just sad at this point. You don't have to believe. Trust me. If you're a Bills fan or a Chiefs fan, you can sit back and say, okay, we can beat this Ravens team. I'm not saying you have to sit back and pick the Ravens to win. I don't know who your team is. Pick whoever you want. But for you guys to just keep on hating over and over again, just give the young man his credit. Give the young man his credit. Do you have the capability of just giving somebody credit? Just giving someone credit without some sort of backhand compliment? That's cool. You sat back and said he was going to choke. He didn't. If he gets to the Super Bowl next week, you'll sit back and say he's going to choke in the Super Bowl. And if he wins the Super Bowl, you'll be dead silent, or you'll come up with some other narrative and say he won it in the Mickey Mouse year because the Chiefs' offense was trash this year. Whatever you're going to say. Or the Bills, they are inconsistent. Whatever you want to say is whatever you want to say. But I'm really tired of you guys just being trolling. At some point, can you at least just give the recognition? You guys said he wasn't built to play in the playoffs. You guys said he wouldn't have a performance like this. You guys said he wouldn't show up. Everyone talked about him choking. The young man has showcased he's grown from 2019. He has gotten over the hump and has balled out and played the way he's played tonight. He did what he needed to do and got the job done to help his team get to the AFC title game. And yet you trolls and you haters still just can't give him credit. You don't got to pick the Ravens to give a player credit. I mean, my God, if the Cowboys ever get past their humps and get to the NFC Championship game, I'm going to give credit to Dak. I'm going to give credit to Mike McCarthy and that team because they got over the hump. I hate the Cowboys. I love laughing at them. But if they get over the hump, show some credit. Give them their credit. Show some respect. Be decent. Y'all, some of y'all fans just kill me with the way y'all just like to trash talk. All y'all know how to do is troll. You don't know how to be respectful worth a damn. And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Good game, man. Loyal to Houston, shout out to you, man. 6 minutes left. The game is not over, and we know it's not over until it's over. It's not over till it's over. Stroud hasn't been sacked once, so you can take that with you. Incomplete. Good game, but shout out to you, Loyal to Houston. I appreciate you, man. Let me tell you right now, Loyal to Houston, your Texans team is a damn good football team. Be proud of what your team has done this season. You got a rookie quarterback. Your team, straight out, was the second pick in the draft last year. Second pick in the draft last year. You bring in DeMeco Ryan to be your head coach, and you draft C.J. Stroud. And for C.J. Stroud and DeMeco Ryan to change this team, to go from a team that won, 3-4 games? Incomplete, no one down there, third down. To go from a team that won 3 or 4 games last year and was a second overall pick in the draft, to go from that to being in the divisional round with your rookie quarterback? Shout out to you guys, man. You guys are going to be competitive for years. Get healthy. Get healthy, guys. You got a lot of injuries. Let me tell you right now, Nico Collins is a certified baller. And we know Tank Dell is also a certified baller. Get those two guys together. Get those two guys together. Keep building up your defense. You're getting something great. Second year CJ Stroud looks like he can take his step into being a top 5 quarterback. Go out there and make the moves you need in offseason to continue this up. You guys are a great Texans team. You guys played well. Do not hang your head in shame. This is just a game the Ravens had to win given their moment and how they've played this season. But shout out to you guys for coming out here and competing. Okay, shout out to you guys. CJ Stroud is going to be a great quarterback for years to come. Just shout out to you guys. 2nd and 20, just underneath throw. Just going to make a stop right there.
Makes that tackle after a gain of 6. It's 3rd down. And Ronald
Man, this was needed, bro. This was needed. You could tell this was needed.
another false start.
Another full start by them. Wow.
Unable to handle this crowd noise here in Baltimore.
Full start. Offense number 78. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Yeah, unable to handle this crowd noise, the pre-snap penalties, way too many of those, and it really, I think it's more a product of this defense and just the challenges that they present.
I don't care what Alex saying anymore. If he wants to be a troll, he wants to be a troll. Lamar owns the Texans. Well, he's about to be 4-0 against the Texans. That's fun. But, you know, again, you guys, those previous matchups, okay, the one with Deshaun Watson, you guys were a good team. That was a nice win. And then I guess the other one with Deshaun Watson was a nice win. Okay, you know, actually, we've played you guys with either Deshaun Watson or CJ Stroud. But either way, you guys have a nice team you're building there. Don't hang your head in shame. The Texans this was a hell of a performance by you guys this season. No one expected you to go this far. For you guys to do what you're doing, man, shout out to you guys. Continue to build. Get healthy. Get healthy. Get Tank Dell back. Get those pieces back on defense. Stay healthy. Add some pieces in the draft. Next year, you can absolutely win the division, and you may be right back here looking for an opportunity to go to the AFC title game. Stroud over the middle, incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs. And the Ravens defense shut down CJ Stroud in the offense. 3 points of offense. Absolute domination by this defense. This is a Super Bowl caliber team. Next week, you've got Kansas City or Buffalo. I want to repeat this. I told you guys, I felt so confident that if we play our game, we're not losing to them. And guess what? In the second half, we played our game and we didn't lose. If the Ravens play their game, they're not going to lose. I told you guys that. If they play their game, they're not going to lose. The Ravens went out there in the second half and played Baltimore Ravens football. They played to their game, and they're heading to the AFC title game. 5 minutes left, but they're heading to the AFC title game. That's all we needed to see. That's all we needed to see, man. With 5 minutes left, just run the ball. No, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Just run the ball here. You got Dalvin Cook. No need to put Lamar in any danger. We did everything you said in the second half. We took the underneath and pounded the ball. That's Ravens football. Take what the defense is giving you. That's what Ravens football is about. And we actually went out there and did it. Oh, my goodness. But, yeah. Give us Buffalo. We're going to talk about this. If you want to ask me who I want, I don't give a damn about Buffalo. If Buffalo gets over the hump, we'll see them in the AFC title game. I want Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. I've said this right now. I've been writing this narrative right here for Lamar Jackson's story. I put Lamar Jackson in the Peyton Manning simulator, and I put the 2023 Ravens in the Colts 06 simulator. You have to get over the hump. And in order to get over the hump, you've got to beat the best. Look at this, 73% completion, 152 pass yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 100 rush yards, and 2 touchdowns. His first 4 games in the playoffs, it was not a good look. Today, he finally got over the hump. But I want the Chiefs. If you want to be the best, you gotta beat the best. And even though we are looking to be the best this year, the Chiefs are the defending champions. At the end of the day, if we get the Bills or we get the Chiefs, I don't care who's coming to the bank. The Ravens will be ready and they're going to handle business. But I want the Chiefs specifically because if we can beat the defending champions to go to the Super Bowl, we'll be set up to win a ring. If we can beat the defending champions to go to the Super Bowl, we will be set up to win a ring. 49ers need that Super Bowl win. Y'all worry about the Packers tonight. Y'all worry about the Packers. Baltimore handled business at home. Let's see if you guys do the same. Lamar Jackson needed to have an MVP-type performance. He had an MVP-type performance tonight. This is the best playoff game Lamar Jackson's played in his career. It far surpasses any of the previous 4 playoff games he's had. Lamar Jackson did what he needed to do. Shout out to the Ravens for doing their job, man. Wow. At this point, Ravens just running the football here. And Justice Hill, he's going to be stopped short. You could kick a field goal here if you want to get the defense back out there. I don't know. But yeah, what a season for the Texans. And man, I feel the need to talk so much trash, bro. But honestly, I'm not even in the mood to do that. If we play the Bills, I'm not worried about Josh Allen. He makes too many mistakes and our defense will punish him. If we play go look at the numbers Josh Allen has against our defense. We always play Josh Allen well. So I feel comfortable with that. But I want Patrick Mahomes. I want the Kansas City Chiefs. That's what I want. 4th down and 3 here. Honestly, they're probably just going to go for it because it's just like, why not? Here comes the blocking. Not touchdown. 1st down here, Justice Hill.
Yeah, you know, you're right, Joe. There's so much to feel good about. I mean, we talked about it week 18 when they were playing the Indianapolis Colts. There's so much to feel good about with the Houston Texans. And, you know, when you've got...
Are you having fun yet? I'm having a lot of fun. Like I said, throughout the entirety of the week, I was not concerned. Everybody was anxious. Let me fix my camera. Everybody, I saw it. Ravens flock throughout Twitter was so nervous and anxious because they just couldn't get 2019 out their mind. Me, I was chilling the entire week. I just didn't have patience. I was just waiting for the game to be over because I wanted the game to be over. I mean, I'm not waiting for the game to be over. I was waiting for the game to happen because I wanted the game to happen. And the game finally happened. I sat back. I said it. Go look at my videos. All throughout the week, I said it. If the Ravens play their game, they're not losing. Anything less than them playing their game, they're going home. The Ravens in the first half was not playing their game. In the second half, they started playing their game, and that was all she wrote. If the Ravens play their style of football, they're not going to lose. This defense is destroying worlds. If this offense plays like this, that's all you need. 31 points. They play like this every week. They play like this next week against Kansas City or Buffalo. I don't care who you put up. If they put up 30 against Kansas City or Buffalo, we are going to the Super Bowl. If they put up 31 points against Kansas City or Buffalo, the Ravens are going to the Super Bowl. They're just going to continue to feed it to Dalvin Cook. Just going to let this clock run down as much as possible. Ah, man. We matched up way too good with the Texans. They stood no chance, to be honest. It was a tough game. They stood in for the first half. But the Ravens made the adjustments and got it done. Lamar, 250-plus total yards and 4 total touchdowns. Legacy game against the Chiefs in the AFC title game. Niners versus Ravens Super Bowl. Let's calm down. We don't even know if the Chiefs are going to be there. Hate to say it, but I think the Ravens win it all this year. They're better this year than 2019. Hey man. Musician. Dark musician. Why do I keep messing that up? You know that's what I want as a Ravens fan. As a Steelers fan, I know you don't want to see that, but as a Ravens fan, you know I want that more than anything. Texas fans, do not be sad. Y'all finna be back. Get healthy. Add more pieces. They're going to be fine. Congrats to the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. The first 3 years, I was concerned about Lamar's playoff performance, but today, he, John, and that squad had shut my mouth up with. This is what we were talking about. The biggest difference, there's two biggest difference. There's two biggest difference between this team and 2019. There's a lot of differences, by the way, but the biggest difference that you need to see. Number one, Lamar Jackson's maturity. What he was doing in 2019 versus what he's doing now in 2023. Two different quarterbacks. He's matured. He's grown. He's learned from that. And you saw that tonight. Number two, Todd Monken. Greg Roman in these type of situations does not make adjustments. Todd Monken made the adjustments in the second half, and that's all she wrote. With a dominating performance by the Ravens today, we are heading to the AFC Championship game, and we will host it in the bank. And I'm telling you, I'm probably going to that game. They're both going to be tough opponents. I don't care who wins. You're right. You would say something similar if the Steelers won the Ravens place. Absolutely. I would absolutely hate. Let me tell you right now. In 2016, when you guys ended our season on Christmas and then you went on to the AFC title game, I was wishing the absolute worst for you guys. I sat back and said, I hope the Steelers lose badly to New England so we can further push the trope that they can't beat New England. So when y'all lost, I was very happy. And then I assumed the Falcons would just handle business against the Patriots so that everything will work out because I didn't want the Patriots to win the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, they did. Lamar has way more weapons, too. He cooked the Texans. He did what he needed to do, man. Having Isaiah Likely is great. Best part is, next week, you probably get back Marlon Humphrey. You probably get back Mark Andrews. And then we'll be at 100%. And we'll be fully ready and prepared to take on Kansas City or Buffalo in the AFC title game. I think if we had Bell, we would have made it closer. Yeah, Le'Veon Bell not being in that game was definitely huge. But I still thought the Patriots were going to win that game. Speaking of which, Belichick could actually coach Atlanta. Hey, man, if they're going to give him a chance, by all means. This is a tough loss, but it's a loss they shouldn't be ashamed of because for what they were able to accomplish this year, they should be proud. Lamar Jackson is the next Peyton Manning from playoff disappointments to finally getting over the hump. Like I said, I put Lamar Jackson and the Ravens in the 06 Colts simulator. So now Lamar's going to be in his house. This is why I need Patrick Mahomes to get there. I'm cooking a narrative. I need Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs to get to the AFC Championship game because I'm trying to cook a narrative here. I'm trying to run the 06 Peyton Manning simulator. When Peyton finally got over the hump. How did he get over the hump? In the AFC title game in his building. He got over the hump against Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. I want that same storyline for Lamar Jackson. I want Lamar Jackson to get over the hump over Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. And we can head to the Super Bowl. And I'm telling you, knowing the fact that Lamar is 19-1, or what is it, 19-1, 21 against NFC teams, I don't care who comes out the NFC. We are going to win. If we can get out the AFC, we're winning the Super Bowl. That's the mindset.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's been.
I didn't want to see Tucker in this game unless the game was over, and pretty much the game is over. The Steelers will never win another Super Bowl under Mike Tomlin, and this is coming from a Steelers fan. The standard is a standard for you guys right now. You need a quarterback. You've got the defense. You've got weapons on offense. You need a quarterback. You guys didn't plan for life after Big Ben, and that's showing. You didn't plan for life after Big Ben. Had you had planned for life after Big Ben, it would have been fine for you. 43-yard field goal here. Kick is up. It is good. Tucker gave us the 3, 34-10. Defense gave up 3 points. Unbelievable performance from this defense. Exactly. 3 points given up by the defense. 34 offensive points scored by the Ravens. Man.
Ravens took on Peyton Manning. It's in the stadium, as we mentioned. The Broncos with under a minute to play in the fourth.
Showing that division round matchup between Ravens and the Broncos. That was a hell of a game. You guys didn't plan for life after Roethlisberger. If you planned for life after Ben, you would have looked to draft a quarterback years before Ben was done. But you didn't. And that's the problem. Had you had a plan, you'd have been fine. But Kenny Pickett is your guy right now, and you just have to see what you're going to do with that. It's nice to see Peyton Manning here for this. Peyton Manning, I need you to be in the building in the AFC title game, specifically because I'm trying to get this narrative. Kansas City, I don't like you and I don't like Buffalo. But if I had to pick someone to get in the AFC title game, I need KC and Baltimore. Listen, I want to apologize to Kansas City. In 2019, it was our bad. We should have been able to host you guys for the AFC Championship game 4 years ago. We choked at home. We got it done today. Let's see if you can get it done against Buffalo. Because I want Mahomes in the title game. Allen in the title game wouldn't be bad, but I want Mahomes in the title game.
You can only imagine what this place will be like next week. Yep, talking about the city of Baltimore. Different team, that ball's out.
A fumble?
Damian Pierce.
The ball got muffed or fumbled. What happened here? Oh, I think they kicked it off and it was muffed. If Baltimore gets that ball back, it's going to be crazy. Nope, Texans retain possession.
Malik Harrison knocked it out. And John Hussey said that he recovered it, so somehow that ball found its way.
How do you think Deshaun Watson will do next year? If he stays healthy, the Browns have a chance to do something because he was starting to play good football just as he got injured for the season. So if he can stay healthy and he starts to return to form, the Browns could be a really good team. Great game, Baltimore. Yeah, GG's here. Shout out to the Texans for coming up here and doing what they can do. Hey, real, I predicted the Ravens win 34-17. How right am I? I'm chatting with my friends right now, waiting for the Packers-Niners game. You came close. You got 34-10. Here. So you got close with that 34-17. I had us winning 27-23 because I thought the Texans offense would have been. The thing is, the Texans offense had a lot of opportunities down the stretch early on in the first half, and those penalties just kept killing them. So if they could have capitalized on that, this could potentially look like an entirely different game.
Number 1 seed, they got the bye, 14-2. We won an MVP. They lost to Tennessee. 2020, they finally got a win at Tennessee.
A minute left to go in this game. C.J. Stroud, quick throw to Nico Collins. Nico Collins picking up the first down. Oh, I can't wait to end this. I will be smiling throughout the Niners-Packers game. 2-3, you're right. We are ready. We are ready, man. We are ready. We're trying to turn that 1-3 to 4-3, and we're 2 wins away from making that happen. I am absolutely streaming Niners-Packers. I'm ecstatic. I'm going to be here. Trust me, we'll turn this off. We'll probably go get something to eat, and then we'll move on and get ready for this game. Last play of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Ravens have gotten it done. The first AFC Championship game appearance since 2012 when we won the Super Bowl. We will be hosting either the Kansas City Chiefs or the Buffalo Bills next Sunday at the Bank. Oh my God, we got over the hump. Everybody in Baltimore is ecstatic. A dominant performance and a defining performance for Lamar Jackson. This is what we needed to see. We needed this type of performance. We needed this type of game. We needed to showcase that this 2023 team is not 2019. And boy, did the Ravens showcase that. What a dominant win and a dominant performance. If that defense plays like that next week, we are going to the Super Bowl. 3 points they gave up from C.J. Stroud. If that defense plays like that next week, we're going to the Super Bowl. I'll be back real quick. But the Ravens got the win.
Lamar Jackson has got his first home playoff win. And he and this very good Ravens team, after the rest and the bye week, cranked it up and got it rolling in the second half. Second half, 4 possessions, 4 scores for the Ravens to win by 24. And D'Amico Ryans with so much to be proud of. He and his team will head back to Texas. Let's send it down to Lisa Salters.
Thank you, Joe. Lamar just told me he's not about to take this jacket off. You're cold, right? Just tell me, Lamar. The first half seemed to be a little bit of a struggle offensively. What changed coming out of the locker room?
We studied those guys like no tomorrow. We had the bye week, but we still stayed locked there and focused. And I just believe just because we haven't been in a game atmosphere in a week, and it just started off slow first half, but second half, we dialed up and we started connecting.
I know that you said that you didn't really care about what happened in past playoffs, but how good did it feel to quiet the noise, to have the performance that you had tonight? 2 touchdown passes, 2 rushing touchdowns. How good did that feel?
I mean, it's just the first playoff. We got past. Finally in the AFC Championship, so still got more work to do.
You said that this group feels different, that you feel different, wiser. How did this playoff game feel different to you tonight?
Different guys.
How did this playoff game feel different?
We got a great group of guys around us. Guys out there and a lot more vets. I just feel like it's a different team, different atmosphere, and different guys. We just working together, and it's working out fine for us.
And the defense kept them out of the end zone all night. So while the offense was finding its way, how was the defense able to pick you guys up?
Man, they motivate us to go put points on the board. They stopping the opposing team, a very good team, led by a great quarterback. Our defense just, they sometimes they get us, and then sometimes we get them. To get our momentum going, and it was them tonight.
Next week will be your very first AFC Championship game. I know we don't know who you're going to face yet, but what are you looking forward to most?
Playing in it. Just playing. Just getting out there on that field, and we're going to go from there.
Good luck to you the rest of the way.
Appreciate you, Mr. Lisa.
Lamar Jackson, plenty to celebrate tonight. This city had a number 1 seed on their hands, a record of 13-4 during the regular season, best record in the league. And they showed up and showed out tonight. Thank you for watching this season of the NFL on ESPN and ABC. CJ Stroud and the Texans go home. The Ravens stay home to take on the winner of the Chiefs and the Bills. On behalf of Steve Ackles, Derek Mobley, Lisa Salters, Laura Rutledge, Troy Aikman, and our entire Monday Night Football crew, Joe Buck, good night from Baltimore.
What's Lamar Jackson looking forward to most about next week's championship game? Playing in it. Baltimore has punched its ticket. They move on. For Houston, a foundational season, certainly, as they establish a new narrative about who and what they are. Their season comes to a close here in Baltimore. We'll visit with Joe and Troy, one of the stars in the game, as the post-game continues in 3 minutes.
ESPN thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.
My apologies, guys. I'm just handling things here. We're gonna end the stream off soon.
I don't know if we can take those guys.
Why you calling me for?
Weather gets calm, they crumble.
Yeah, not everyone can handle the elements. You know, I never really bought into all
What's
this
good?
weather stuff.
Really, Granny? I'm always taking the cold weather teams, especially in the playoffs.
The O-line was just getting pressured, man. It's because here's the thing: the Texans, they spent the whole season blitzing like 22% of the time. They blitzed on damn near every pass that Lamar took, so that they weren't prepared for that. They have to adjust, man. That's what we just kept trying to throw the ball down the field.
HCM is a serious heart condition affecting as many as 1 in 200
They got it together in
people.
the second half, so it's all good.
Like me.
And me. It can impact how you feel and what you can do.
I still felt tired on my beta blocker. So I talked to my cardiologist.
About treatment advances in HCM that gave me new options.
It was a breakthrough for me.
That conversation was big for me.
Talk to your cardiologist today and visit hcmrealtalk.com for more information.
Why are they not being able to adjust?
Next season on Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
What's happening, Sheriff? It's a transfer portal. It's out of control. Losing our defense. No, not our side.
What happened? What happened?
You can't leave. Our offense revolves around you.
Oh, he's downstairs right now. His phone's in his room. No, he's in the kitchen. He was making his food. So you might have to call him back.
Why do dermatologists choose
Mm-hmm. All right, about that, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Just having to deal with a bunch of stuff. Am I gonna make a post-game video? Well, I have to get out of here to make a post-game video, so let me make sure I do that. Anyway, guys, stay tuned. I'm saying this right now. Stay tuned. I'm not leaving. We are hyped up right now. I'm not leaving. Niners, Packers up next. Ravens in the AFC Championship game. I'm not going anywhere. I will see you guys in, 45 minutes, maybe half an hour, whenever this game gets started. I will see you guys for the Niners-Packers game. We'll see if the Niners, as the number 1 seed, can hold suit. But the Ravens got it done 34-10. They got the win. Lamar and the team got over the hump. They finally got it done. And we'll see them next week against either Mahomes or Allen for a chance to go to the Super Bowl. With that being said, guys, appreciate you stopping by. I'll see you in like 45 minutes. Maybe less than that. See you guys later.